to
I'm
battle.
looking up names
Oh,
right
by
now.
the way, D&D's releasing, I think it's the new campaign settings, Dragonlance. They have a new board game
Oh,
settings, about the
I'm really.
Legion
That's the
War.
first setting I've been
Yeah.
interested in a while. Like
I heard Spelljammers
sounds
are,
so cool.
terrible, so I'm kind of worried. But yeah.
Oh, actually, I DM
Really?
Spelljammer.
How was
Oh,
the?
Because
yeah?
I did it. Okay, so the thing is though, I
Oh,
didn't have
okay.
the book, but because I ran it for a
Mhm.
convention, so I was a convention
Okay.
DM. They
Right.
gave me the Adventures League handouts and stuff for the
Nice.
modules, right? So I read it, and it was interesting. I think personally, right? But I think it's very, as a setting, it feels very like out
Oh, okay.
there, which I think is the point.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I thought
But-
that the whole point
Is
of
out there,
Spelljammers
to
was
be out
that
there.
it was
Yeah.
meant to be out there. It's
Like,
essentially
like it's a space pirate vibes, you know.
well, what I was gathering is that this was them trying to do their kind of pseudo version of Starfinder.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But just implement it into 5e.
They were rumors about.
Yeah, but the module
yeah.
I had.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, go
No,
ahead.
go ahead.
No, so the module I had was like the intro, supposedly, to the book, where the players would start as like cadets, right? In like a Spelljammer Academy, and they'll go through it. It's very weird to say the least, because in my opinion, at least with the modules I had, a lot of like the rules are very vague when it came to like combat, like ship versus ship.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I was praying to God my players that were under me didn't choose to fight ship to ship, because I was like, I don't know the rules for this. I don't know the rules for this. Please don't. And then they did, and I'm like, I'll
Figure this out.
I'll figure it out, I guess. And then there's a lot of weird things that weren't explained. Like they were asking me like, what's this? Oh, how are you breathing on a ship? And I'm just like, huh. So I looked at the organizer, like that was sitting by the table, and I was like, Mr. Organizer, how do we breathe on a Spelljammer ship? And luckily, he was a connoisseur. He told us all about like there's a oxygen bubble and gravity bubble on.
It's
the,
like One Piece.
In the middle
You
of
go
the
undersea, and
right?
there's a bubble around you. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a
there you
bubble,
go.
right? They
Yeah.
explained it that way. And
Right.
then my players had this excellent idea.
Oh,
like, you
boy.
know how gravity, like in the bubble, right, just
Yep.
goes down. They're like, so DM, if I push something off, it will go out the bubble and then, like, you know,
Float.
Like
yeah.
just float into space.
get out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the thing is, what they did is like they kind of, with this information, with the whole like air bubble thing, they kind of
Went overboard.
they carpet bombed the ship that I was talking about. They went over it, then angled themselves in a way to push shit off
I
their
knew
ship, and like bombed the other ship. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? What the hell?
Yep.
The Spelljammer, the module didn't prepare me for this.
You can never. It doesn't matter how well a module's written. You're never gonna be prepared.
Yeah,
for what the
of
players
course, but like I didn't even know about the oxygen bubble thing. So I
Right,
mean, okay,
true.
regardless of like the module itself, in terms of setting, I feel like it's a very, I think it's ill-fitting to the system, because I think the system's primarily towards fantasy. So I feel like there was a lot of like,
Sci-fi stuff.
it
needs
just
to
felt
be,
like a disconnect.
Yeah, so
It-
that
yeah, it- it's a
that is
disconnect.
what
Yeah.
people have told me is that the problem is that it's hard to like retrofit D&D rules into a sci-fi
Into like a
setting
setting.
because it's just not
Yeah.
initially designed for that, which is why
Right.
like if you're gonna do a sci-fi thing, you're better off
Starfinder,
just playing
yeah.
like
So
Starfinder or like
Starfinder.
Planet
Or
Mercenary or
Numeria.
something.
You know,
Or-
they
yeah,
have
yeah.
other settings. Yeah.
Any of the Star Wars, like,
Yeah.
systems.
Star Wars
Yeah,
also.
See, that
because
was, like, the big
those
thing
are
for me.
those are designed
Stars
with
without
a
numbers.
sci-fi,
Yeah.
you know.
Right.
There were
setting in mind.
rumors about D&D's
So, yeah, that's
gonna
right.
do, sci-fi settings on its own. Like, when Starfinder first came out, there were rumors that Wizards of the Coast are gonna do it. So they even have a name for it, hyperspace or something like that. But that never went out. I'm not too sure about what happened. Maybe they dropped the idea, or maybe they just want a Spelljammer. But
Well, it's also like they're doing like
Mhm.
Dragonlance, and I'm kind of curious about it. I think it's going to be.
There's a
pretty
board
interesting.
game on this deluxe
I'll-
edition for called Warriors of Kryn.
Well,
so.
I'm gonna probably
Yeah.
peek at it because I love I'm gonna put in quotes borrowing
Yeah.
ideas.
Yeah, the Legion Warfare
I'm
is
with-
what
I'm with you there. I'm a pirate.
Yeah.
Yar.
Yeah.
Yar.
The Legion Warfare is what I think most interesting because they actually have plans. You can, strategies you can use if you are encountering in a big, all-out warfare, which is nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, right? They'll have like a
Yeah.
battlefield like encounter, right?
Yeah,
they'll
they-
have like
You can
that's
use
so cool.
strategies.
I've always
yeah, you can
wanted
use
that.
strategies, lead the
Yeah.
legions and all that, which is pretty cool. Yeah. Really, and I heard nice
Yeah.
things about them, so maybe I'll buy that. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and I guess while we're waiting for
Yeah.
Falcon to get situated, I'll probably message you, Robin, because I'm gonna just confirm a couple things about Gilligan.
Oh, Gillian. Okay, sure.
Yeah, Gillian.
Okay.
Sorry, Gillian. Just because like the players did the one-off, so now they're interacting with
really
the setting.
Nice. How did it go?
Yeah, and
Hell yeah.
we'll have to see. We'll have to see how it goes. Now, here's the weird thing about how that's going is that this is the first time I've played with players that are not killing enemies.
Okay.
Oh, are
is-
these new players?
No, they're not. So
Oh,
here's
that's
the
so
thing.
good.
And they've been I don't want to talk about the jokes that are coming out in the session because they're the so here's the thing, it's a noir setting. So what I did is that it started like a fantasy
Nice.
noir setting. So what I did is that I set it up in which they were all recruited into the Duskland Paragon Initiative, or the DPI, which is essentially a
Nice.
kind of like, cop private detective agency,
Nice.
right? So they're essentially D&D cops, right? So yeah, and I was just like, and what happened was that I made an encounter that I was like, these are just some schmucks. It's like a test encounter. It's to see how combat goes, right? But then they just found creative ways of like, one of them's a gunslinger. So he was like shooting weapons out of the enemy's hands so they couldn't fight. The other one was using the telepathy crystal I gave them, along with using an intimidating voice to kind of scare them to surrender.
Get down! Get the fuck down!
Basically, yeah.
DPI, get down!
Yeah,
Nice.
that's basically the joke is like they always go, "This is the police, kick down the door," like. But they've actually gone pretty well with it, and like they're cuffing the enemies that they're encountering. They're doing non-lethal damage. They're bringing them
Nice.
in, and I guess it's just dissonance for me, because in campaign 2, which was like almost like a year and a half or 2 years, they mowed down every single thing they could get their hands on.
Well, to be fair, maybe it's because you made it clear, like, oh,
Yeah,
this
this is
like
like a noir setting.
noir mystery
Yeah.
kind of set. So maybe they thought they changed their process where, okay, guys, we're not adventurers, we're cops.
Yeah.
Right? And then they think all to like the buddy
Yeah.
cop movies, right?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
they think,
yeah.
like, you don't kill in those things, right? You're just
Right.
more of
Well, if
Put
you're
your-
bad,
put your
if you're
weapon down.
buddy cop movies
Well,
and like
depends,
Bad Boys,
right?
you
It
kill a
depends
lot
on
of
like
people.
I was like I left enough room for them to be like, oh well, if you want to
Yeah.
be
Lethal
like
Force.
lethal force or something like that and just
Yeah.
blow shit up, or RoboCop where he's just
Yeah.
mowing down
To
everybody.
be fair, in RoboCop, like all the criminals are like these feral,
true,
violent monsters.
true.
They
Oh
don't
no,
surrender.
I'm not saying that the bad guys in RoboCop deserve mercy. Most of them most certainly don't. But I'm just saying I was
you're expecting some more
Yeah.
like lethal force.
But
right?
it's actually it's interesting because NPCs and enemies that I weren't expecting to
Nah, I
live
know.
are alive.
Lived?
They're in custody. So now when I do the next session for them, I'm gonna say, hey, so I would like to do you guys sit down in the interrogation room and you interrogate all the the criminals, or at least the more important ones that you arrested. And then you can kind of gain information, maybe learn more about the other factions and stuff like that. And it's like much more RP heavy stuff. So I'm kind of interested in it, and I'm sure it'll be exciting.
Time to implement my favorite tool. I use right violation.
Well, I have told them, or one of them has figured out that one of the guys they captured is most likely going to be killed because he knows a little bit too much.
Okay.
And the faction is probably going to try and
silence
take him out.
Nice.
Within the vicinity. Okay.
Either within the vicinity. I have an idea where like he's gonna try and bargain with the DPI and be like, "Hey, I know where they might be hiding."
Oh my God, this is
Give
so
me,
good.
like,
If you
give
implement like Daredevil in Netflix, the season 1 interrogation thing, it's like, oh, we're the good cops, and you gotta tell us, but. Sudden hits.
Here's the funny thing. They already figured out. So the one-off ended with one-off ended with them basically stopping an assassination on these 5 councilmen, right? That are all like political figures in the city. And 3 of them are like kind of neutral alignment-wise. One of them is a dirtbag, but they don't know it. And the other one actually like assisted this enemy group in setting up the assassination. Like he wanted these people to this enemy group to come in and take out these other councilmen. And they haven't figured that out yet. And what's interesting is that I'm hoping that they can kind of start putting the dots together and going like, oh wait, maybe some of these people that we saved weren't exactly the greatest people.
Nice.
Like I think I wrote that like one of them essentially, he was basically getting paid to let certain criminals get scot free, I guess. Ooh.
Beautiful. Is SoundCloud works?
Let me hear it.
Yeah, music's working.
I'm ready.
I'm totally ready.
All right, yeah. Also, I'm ready when you guys are.
Okay, yeah. Anyway, but it's all good. I'm ready.
All right, yes. Thank you for letting me get everything set up.
No problem.
Because we will be switching to the B team today.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Yes.
I wasn't expecting
this. Yes. At Ardos's command, the B team is currently rushing north ahead of the Allied army.
Nice.
Well, the Allied army is still currently assembling at Crownhold right now.
Right.
So, like I say, if you look up in the north, you should see that there's a bunch of new names.
North.
I see.
So many.
I didn't notice you writing these down. Okay.
Yeah, several, a bunch of different things, along with something you can barely see up at the top, which is the Horde's last known location.
Nice.
Okay.
So, it's, well, let me see if I can find some, well, I'm gonna need some, what's it called? Ambient music, some proper ambient music for this. I'm flipping through to what I need.
Oh, I get to introduce my B team character. Oh, this will
yes. Yeah, hang on 1 second. 1 second. Let's yes, stop. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. Stop. I need to, like I said, I need to open YouTube. I have to have like 15 different tabs here open.
It's all
One
good.
for YouTube, and then
The
I gotta
pain
look
is
on
real.
Yeah. I guess just to let Justin. I guess I don't know if Justin knows. Yeah. So basically, they just flat out just banned YouTube from our audio bot. So
yes.
Poor Falcon Poor Falcon just booted up Discord and got greeted with this wonderful notification.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, what the hell?
Thumbs up. Thumbs up.
Beautiful.
All right, let's find some proper. No, not dead melodies. Where are you? Let's see if I can find this on. Let's see if I can find this one here.
Panic.
Oh, beautiful. Let's see if I can find this on
Panicking.
Bandcamp. I can. Beautiful. Perfect. All right.
When there's a will, there's a way.
Yes, where there's a will, there's a way. So while I'm getting everything loaded up here,
Nice.
can you guys start introducing your characters as well as what your connection to the House of Hywel is?
Who wants to start? Do you
Oh,
want to
sure,
start,
why not?
Robin?
No.
Oh,
like,
go ahead,
can
go ahead.
I start?
Go
'Cause
ahead.
I am the
Yeah.
better one of these
Go ahead.
It's like you see that just a reintroduction of sort of like probably like as you gathered around, Yustina has this big sort of thumbs up to herself, like to her chest, and it's like, name's Yustina. It's like now it's like, I know that I don't look like much, but you can rely on me. And it's just like, it's like, I've been here the longest, and therefore I shall lead you all. And then like with air quotes, I will lead you all.
Right.
Obviously, because she's just strong, right? That's her like
True.
that's her biggest like strength, right? It's like,
She's a
yeah,
Goliath.
she's
She
fire.
doesn't. She says she doesn't look like much. She's
Yeah.
like
Two-
she's easily
Yeah.
more than 2 meters tall,
Oh
and
yeah.
just
She's
ripped
probably
away with
referring
muscle.
it
Yeah.
at like mind or like intellectually, right?
Probably,
But you
yeah.
can trust her, and it's just
Yep.
and she's just like, if you need to ask anything about Lord Artos and everyone else, you can ask me. Ha! That's it.
I
Go
guess I'll
ahead,
go
go ahead.
next. Sure.
Mhm.
Let me get my phone set up here. Just one quick second. All right. So I guess standing in the room, whatever room we're in, is a small-sized fairy with these sort of like blue, almost like color of like lake water that's crystallized wings. This sort of like black tattoo right across her eyes. Jagged blades are on her belt, and a pretty hefty bow just over her shoulder. Short brownish hair. She's currently got a flask of what is most likely some heavy alcohol, and she's just like, "Yeah, my name's Riv. Like I said, you guys hired me because I'm a good scout, and for scouting missions, I'm the gal you want to hire." Takes a drink. "And you seem all right," points to Yustina, "and I could use the money. And yeah, that's all you need to know about me, you fucks."
And House Hywel has a lot of money.
Yes,
That's right.
They do. They are filthy, stinking rich.
Yeah.
I thumbs up and just say, I would know. They paid me a lot.
Yes,
Oh,
you have to
and,
collect on those payments, as I recall.
Yeah, I actually haven't recorded, like, I haven't rendered my services yet. I still only have 50 gold.
You were paid in different
It's okay.
format. Anyway, yeah,
I paid with a
Yeah.
good roof, a good bed,
a good
and
meal. Yep,
drinks.
several good meals.
Mm.
But
Several good meals.
that's basically what little is that she has disclosed about herself is that she is a monster slayer.
Mhm.
She has apparently been trained by a group of some sort to overtake scouting missions. She's very upfront in which she will not tell you her backstory or tell you anything really about her. And she definitely has a drinking problem.
No shit.
But yeah, she's just your.
It's only a problem when she
Yeah.
runs out.
That's right. And yeah, that's Riv, that's Riv in a nutshell.
Nice.
All right.
All right. I'll follow up.
Robin, what are you playing?
So you guys see, like he's not standing, but like I will assume everyone is like standing out, but you will see like Belvar, actually he already pulled himself a chair and sits down on it, and the chair looks like grows straight out of the ground, and he just sits there with book in his hand, and until someone like shout really loudly, and he's like, "Oh God, I need to study. Like, I still have my homework needs to be done. Like, I'm here because my dad asked me. Like, well, you know, Uncle Maximilian is like, you know, you gotta help out, kid. Like, I have to work. Like, there is a huge army that needs to be lead." I was like, okay, fine, sure. If that gets me extra, you know, curricular activities and extra points in a scholarship, sure, why not? Yeah, but like, I was here to sort of lead. I don't know, maybe. Yeah. So Belvar, as you guys look, he's covered in like green like tomes and also like, you know, like cloth and all that, and he's holding like a staff on his hand, like the typical druid you would imagine. However, like his shades are like black and green mixed combined, so he kind of looks young, and like obviously because he's because he's quite how should I put it? He's like 20 something in his age. And he's also a bugbear, so his fur like floats in greenish hue with his staff and all the glowing stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, he looks young, like not really trusting himself, but you know, he's here to help, and he also has tie with the family, so you know, it's always good. So yeah, that's Belvar for you. Yeah, but he's like the students who, you know, needs to get his work done when the deadline is due. So he's like currently studying heavily and trying to mark something down that you guys don't know. Yeah.
Yes, and the final member of our little party is a Angus McPherson, with his with his appearance much altered. He has had well. One of you will need to help him apply dye to his skin so he looks somewhat human. He doesn't have the greenish blue color of an orc skin. He's also, at great personal pains, had his tusks removed or cut down to try to disguise himself. To try to disguise himself more as a deformed human than as like an actual orc, half orc. Because he does not want to get killed by the people up north.
So he's going. He's basically going. He's really reinventing his look to make to. Okay, gotcha.
Well, just his skin color and his mouth. Right. He is still retaining like the rest of the stuff. Like.
Oops.
What's up?
Justin is playing Megatron. Oh no.
Justin, you're going Megatron, Justin. Justin. Yeah. I was just like,
we lost him.
Was you a robot this entire time?
I have come to destroy the orcs and the dragons.
We were talking about RoboCop earlier. I guess it came true.
I am the Terminator. I have come to kill Sarah
Connor. Come with me.
Come with me if you want to leave.
No. All right, don't worry. Fingers crossed he will come back.
Sure,
I believe.
Right.
Damn it, we wasted all of our good connections just shooting the shit.
I'm so sorry, guys. I'm sorry it took me so long. I needed to.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault. That's what ends up happening. Is that we just kind of.
Shit happens.
We just kind of chill. I guess while we're waiting for. So where are we right now? Just as a.
You're somewhere between. You're coming up on Folkestone.
Okay.
Hill. You're right around there right now, riding north. You're supposed to be heading up north to Frosthold. You're gonna be stopping at Rodri's Wall. That's Jared Waller's castle. You're riding with him and his boys and his guards up north.
Right. Okay.
So he's gonna stop back home to organize everything. You're gonna go up to Frosthold, and then from there, you're gonna see what you can find out about the horde.
Yeah. So we're almost at Folkestone Hill.
Yeah, it's a
essentially.
small
We're-
town. It's a
we're
walled
on the
town.
road.
Yeah, it's a walled town up
Hello?
there. Testing,
Hello.
testing.
Oh,
Can
nice.
you hear me, Justin?
My internet
Died a little.
thumbs up.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you. Well, good. You came back just in time for the important bit.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
For the important bit. And this is the important bit. If you hear nothing else, hear this. This is a timed adventure.
Ooh.
You
Okay.
can make
Okay.
any preparations you want.
Okay.
You can like acquire any equipment that you need at Lord Hywel's expense. Like just take your
Makes
time, sit
sense.
down, think about what you need. And then because once you head north, that clock is gonna start ticking.
Okay.
The horde can
Ooh.
McPherson and his
okay.
horde can be delayed, but it cannot be stopped until the final battle.
Okay.
Nice.
So we're just on
Makes
the move
sense.
right now.
Mhm.
Okay.
Right. So what preparations do you want to make before you head north from Crown Hold?
Gears, healing potions, all that stuff.
I guess if Riv would probably would request that if we could just get, like, I'm not talking about like a stockpile of healing
Yeah.
potions, but like just at least enough that maybe at least one person had like one
One or
healing
two,
potion. She
yeah.
would insist that if we're gonna go into the enemy territory, we need something that can help us get out of a sticky situation.
All right. Just a regular potion of healing.
Yeah,
Yep.
that seems reasonable.
Okay, 1 second. Let me. Okay, yeah.
2d4 plus 2.
You know what? Roll. You know what? Since you're the one who brought that up, Riv, roll 1d6 for me.
Roll
I
high
will
or
gladly do that.
yay! It's a 6.
I rolled a 6.
All right, nice. Like I said, it's at Hywel's expense. So I will. Well. So each of you will have 6.
What?
Potions
Nice.
of healing.
That's
Oh,
right.
Huge.
That's huge. That's huge.
You may
Okay.
wonder. You're
Yep.
gonna need them. Trust me. These guys
Yeah.
do not play fair, and McPherson's gonna need his lay on hands to take care of any diseases they might
Yep.
give you.
Right, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah, these guys fight
that's
dirty.
true.
These fuckers fight dirty.
Well, Riv.
Oh,
is-
that's really like, now that I think about it, that's really like a counter to the honor we have, right? Like our army's
Yeah,
very
honorable.
like
Yeah.
honorable, right? Because I
Yes.
remember this was a thing, right? When I said like when
Yes.
you were against those pirates, like, yeah, we're gonna raid them throughout the night so they don't get any sleep. The knights were like, that sounds bad. Lizard
Yeah.
folk, do it.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, you're gonna need that health. You're gonna need those healing potions.
Rev, because I'm just playing into what I think Rev would be, because Rev is a trained scout, trained ranger, monster hunter.
Right. Well, she'll need
she's,
that.
She's treating this as like okay, how do I tackle this? One, I'm going to assume we've got all the basic information that I'd say the A team has gathered about the enemy.
Correct.
Okay, so we've got the information and we have some healing. I guess the next thing that Rev would want to try and know is transportation. Is it best to go on foot? Is it
You're
best
on-
to go on?
Right now, you're on horse. You need to take your horses up north. Once you get north, that's up to you entirely what your choice is.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, because it will probably also depend on what terrain we face, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be-
the horses.
Yeah, the highlands are rough terrain. Horses are able to handle most of it, but if you're gonna want to get
Yeah,
like
but-
really like into the more craggy and rugged terrain, you're gonna either have to go on foot or you're gonna need like giant goats.
Yeah.
Luckily, goats are in abundance up north.
I'm just trying to think of anything else that I think Rev would.
I think.
So I this is just me, sort of like a, sorry to cut you off, Justin.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Oh no.
This is sort of like an out of game question in the sense. What is our main goal with the B team? Is our main goal right now to infiltrate and gather information? Are we out to go and kill somebody?
Gather information. Well, your goals are several. You have some. First is gather information.
Okay.
We need to know how big is this horde? What allies do they have? Can these alliances be broken up? Things like that.
Oh,
You are also to
Okay,
take
that-
any action, if possible, to try to slow the horde down. Your first goal,
guerrilla. Like
yeah,
we're gonna
guerrilla warfare, break up
sabotage.
alliances and so forth. Try to recruit any like nearby wild tribes, like any wild ogre tribes, to join before McPherson gets to them.
Mm,
The other
okay.
McPherson, right?
The other McPherson.
Yeah, the other Daddy McPherson gets to them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Daddy McPherson, yeah.
Yeah.
You do have one, based on what you know about the Horde's last known position, you do have one, like, I want to say, like, overriding goal right now. Your main goal right now is to get to Grey Mist Bridge and see if you can find a way to destroy
okay.
it.
Okay.
Because if he has to do that, McPherson will need to waste time, like 3 days, just
Building the
circling
bridge.
around. Not building a bridge, circling
Or-
around. He doesn't.
Oh, circling. Okay.
Yeah, remember, he is operating under a limit too. Winter is going to be setting in only a
Yeah.
couple months.
He's like the Mongolians.
so
they
McPherson
need to
As
needs-
much
raid.
as we can is
Yeah.
slow them down.
Right.
Yeah, it's not even necessarily that.
Ah.
McPherson wants to take like all these dots, all these places are castles in some way. All these are
okay.
castles of various sizes, some big, some small. McPherson has the numbers he needs to overrun them and do so very quickly, but he needs to take them all before winter sets in. Otherwise, it'll be keeping his army supplied will be very difficult once the snows start falling. But more importantly, he cannot leave any hostile groups that can send out people to hit him where it hurts.
Right.
While winter sets in, he can't really lay siege to these castles. And two, if he's able to take these castles, he will have all winter to fortify his position before the South can effectively respond.
Right. Okay.
So
Speed is the name of the game here, then. for both
basically,
sides.
yes.
Right. Okay.
Based on current projections, and both from the South, he should be able to accomplish these things shortly before the first snows fall.
Okay.
The first
Okay,
snows
nice.
fall. I can't speak.
Okay.
It's
Um,
okay. No problem.
Yeah, but he
It
is.
makes sense.
Yeah, but he is not wasting time.
Right. Okay.
Right
so
now,
that's so the goal. So we have a good set of goals now.
That's right.
It's
Yeah.
get information, slow down the horde, see if we can recruit some tribes before they get recruited by the enemy. Destroy Grey Mist Bridge. That seems
Naturally,
like a-
if you have a chance to kill McPherson, take it.
Oh, absolutely. That will
Yeah.
totally happen.
That will totally. We will totally get a chance to do that, right?
Yeah, if you can't
Um,
kill him, settle for killing any of his leaders or generals,
Exactly.
as they're called.
Oh, this is like Shadow of Mordor
Yeah.
vibes.
Kinda.
Mm,
Yeah, there's also crap. You made me forget.
Hey,
Let's see.
hey,
mhm.
hey.
Oh.
I was gonna say,
I get
one
you,
last
Justin.
thing. Oh, I was gonna say just very quickly. If I wanted to get a spyglass for my inventory, since we're
Nice.
scouting, would that
Yes.
be possible?
Yes, it is in Crown
Okay.
Hold. Absolutely.
Okay.
One more thing.
Makes sense.
The main horde is weeks away. They're still They're still assembling up north. They haven't, as far as anyone knows, begun their march south.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But they have sent many groups of marauders ahead of them.
Mhm.
So you can expect random encounters with orcs and their buddy and whatever allies they currently have.
The last thing, and I'll shut up. Is
It's fine.
so we know that these are some dirty, dank, greasy ass
Yep.
orcs, right?
Yes.
Now, I'm going to assume that they are most likely immune to any kind of toxin or poison.
No, they are
oh,
not
they're
immune.
not?
They're not immune to
It's
poison.
probably
They just-
more on diseases. Like,
They're not immune to toxins,
or-
and well, they are hardy against diseases. This just manifests as a slightly higher Constitution score than
Right.
like any native
yeah, they're just less
resistance.
likely
Right.
to fall to illness because
Yeah.
they lived in it.
Right, because the other thing I was going to say, because it would be amazing, is that if we could get a toxin and spike the food,
There,
and
yeah, because like
because that would
yeah.
slow, because like you have to think about it this way. if one orc gets sick, these are not hygienic motherfuckers. Now they got some hardy constitution, but if enough of them get sick, eventually a lot of them are gonna get sick.
Yes.
And
Yeah, but it's also like we can poison water supplies, things that they have, right?
Yep.
Right.
Like,
Right.
and along the way, because I imagine these places don't have a lot of sources of
Yep.
water, right? So
Correct.
if we're able to like stifle them in terms of supplies, it will slow them down, or maybe it would even like force them to leave behind a certain group
that's-
of people.
That's true. But on the other
So-
hand, you can't like permanently ruin everything
no,
because
Yeah,
we want to
yeah,
come
yeah,
back
yeah,
and
yeah.
take it later.
yeah, we're not.
definitely.
We
It's
can't. We can't.
just-
We can't do scorched earth.
Except
Yes.
for
We
the
We can't
bridge.
get scorched earth because this is
except
our
for the
land.
bridge. Yeah, we need
except
to
the bridge,
destroy
yeah.
it definitely. Yeah.
Bridge can go.
If
They
that-
don't care.
Yeah, if that's the case, quick question though: do we actually have the means to destroy the bridge?
I'm gonna have to double check the thing. You should be able
Like,
to do.
do
it
we
with
have a
just bare hands.
fireball spell, or do we
I
have
do.
like do we have like
I don't
some
have
sort of, like,
fireball, but I
explosive?
can use erupting earth. Does that destroys the bridge? Yep.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, that probably would.
Or tidal wave.
Okay,
I
so that
also
means
have
I
that.
probably don't need.
so-
Tidal wave
Ooh,
might. I'm not
sheesh.
sure. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
good.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
I have another idea. How much oil can I grab?
Oh, everyone can grab a bottle of
Um,
oil if we need it. You know,
yeah.
to burn them.
Because I would love just to light some shit on fire, like especially for the bridge. But obviously, we're not going scorched earth. But if there's any key things that having that lit on fire
Mhm.
would definitely be problematic, I think that would be a nice thing to do.
Yeah.
So can I just get like a couple bottles of oil or something like that?
Yeah.
Can we all?
I don't know
Yeah,
how
roll
oil
1d4.
works. Oh,
Roll
roll
1d4.
Nice.
To see how many
Sure.
bottles you're able to get. Yeah.
Sure, no problem.
2 bottles.
So for some preparation, is this two for all of us or
no, just for
Okay.
Riv.
we have okay? I do have some things that I would want to prepare. Just for Yustina. These are just more equipment upgrades than anything. So I want to get the shield and half plate.
Cool.
Mm.
Okay.
Is
Yeah,
that fine?
sure. Yeah, go
Okay,
right ahead.
gotcha.
It's not going to
Because,
be
like, my-
adamantine because you're not in,
Oh, yeah.
in Hywel's keep.
Yeah, of course. The half plate's fine. It's just I just realized I actually don't have really good AC because so I'll get the half plate and the shield.
Oh, good.
Because I really feel like I want to lean into the combat side
Mhm.
of things because I feel like that's where Yustina
Mhm.
thrives in.
Yeah.
Like if ever like comes to worse, I want to make sure Yustina's buffed up for any fight that we might run into because I'm pretty sure if we get into a fight, we'll be like outnumbered or like against the odds most likely because we're a small group. So I
Right.
want to make sure I buff that
Yep.
really hard.
Here's a fun fact. I will also be in melee.
Yay! Finally,
Just-
guys in front of me.
Uh,
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm no longer melee. Yes.
So, I guess Yustina, you probably would have seen me fight something at this point. I I'm a dual wielder.
Nice.
I'm a dual wielder ranger.
Nice.
And we're gonna see how that
It's
goes.
gonna be good. It's gonna be good, yo.
But I'm very excited to give it a shot because I do like the idea of attacking 3 times with my
Sweet.
fighting style.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, nice. Okay, what else? I'm gonna call you Bell
Yeah.
because that's cute. I'm gonna
Sure.
call you Bell instead of Belfar. So what does Bell have any other things that he wants? Because I imagine he's someone like attack. Right?
Yeah,
So does he
like
have anything in particular he wants?
that's
to
the
bring along?
thing I don't know about. Like, druids tend to have spells, and Belvars are not, unfamiliar to use them. The thing about the other stuff is like, he doesn't really go melee. Like, he does have some, wild shape abilities, but that doesn't, benefits him in any form because, he tends to cast stuff. So yeah, the question is, can I also grab some oil? That's it. That's all I need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Roll 1d4 and see how much you can use.
4, 3. Not bad.
3.
How
Not bad
much food do you guys think we
Uh,
should bring? Like
that's a
You
rations?
guys have
Yeah.
as much food as you
Yeah.
need.
Oh, really? Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be deposited at Rodri's wall, and a Baron Waller will give you a symbol of authority that you can use at any of the other castles. As long as it hasn't fallen, you'll be able to get what you
Nice.
need from them.
Right.
All right, that makes okay. So basic supplies are still
Yep.
sort of like we'll be able to get some on our journey, but for the special stuff, we need to get it now.
Okay.
What
Cool.
else do we
3.
need? Do you want to get bottles of like toxins? Because you were talking about it earlier.
Yeah.
Sure, you know
Rev,
what? Maybe
yeah.
we can like spike one of the lieutenants like drinks.
We all
or
get
something,
some
or even,
poison.
like, one
How
of them.
about that? Just
Yeah.
You know,
Like
basic
just a
type,
basic
yeah.
like toxin, like a bottle
Yeah,
of toxin.
basic toxin. Because I don't think anything more would.
Wait.
We wouldn't
How?
have that.
Yeah.
I think that was those
You
are
know
too
how
valuable.
does? What was the word? Let me check something.
Or we run it back and be like, do we have Dragon's Tear?
No, not Dragon's Tear.
Yeah,
No,
let's see if we can
like
get that at our
lax-
local Walmart.
laxative.
Yeah.
Laxatives.
Laxative.
Sorry. Yeah, laxatives. Yeah.
Oh,
That-
yeah,
does
we're
that
gonna
count
get
as
the orcs to
poison?
shit themselves.
Because
That's smart.
I mean, that's technically a poison if you
laxatives,
think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, how much? What would we roll for to see if we could get just a bottle of basic bitch toxin?
Or-
You know?
Sorry?
Basic bitch toxin.
Yeah,
Some
I'm
basic
thinking
poison.
like something that like would, if we wanted to like poison the lieutenant. Think like the classic like assassin comes in, poisons the drink, and then
Right.
bleh.
Okay, let me check the list of skills that we have to see what we can get. We're gonna have to roll either persuasion or deception. To like see if you can convince people to tell you where to find it, or lie to them to say, "Hey, I'm part of the underworld too. Let me have some poison."
Riv walks over to Belle and Yustina. Hey, which one of you guys is charismatic? Cause I sure as fuck ain't.
Charismatic as this.
Bell
arm of
just.
Alright,
mine.
look
No,
at
he
you.
just
that's
doesn't stop.
sarcastic. The only way I convince people is punch people. Like out of
see.
character. But Yustina would say, I'm charismatic. Yeah.
I look at
So
hey, I look at you, I look at Belle, and I go, hey Bookworm, how about you? You suave with words.
He just continues with the.
All right, so great. I'm the
Yeah.
voice of the party. Fucking fantastic. And I'm just gonna start walking, and I'm gonna make a persuasion check with my pitiful score.
Go for it.
Okay.
Right.
No,
Go for
not
it.
bad. It's not terrible.
bad.
14. Not bad, not
Not
bad. You
bad.
get 1 vial of generic poison.
Generic.
All right.
That works.
Who wants to hold on to it? Should I or
Who's got the highest self score?
No.
probably
me.
me?
Highest
Probably
what?
me. I
Yeah.
built
Stealth?
a stealth. Yeah.
Stealth.
Wait, how is stealth?
Yes.
That will be Riv, right?
What's your stealth skill?
My stealth is +6.
What's your stealth skill, Bell?
It's like
Oh wow, I'm only a little bit higher than
you
yours.
just
I'm
take
7.
it. You take it.
+1, baby.
All right,
Yeah,
I'll take
you
it.
take it.
Okay, poison vial. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, poison vial. The poison, just so you know, it's very basic. It does 2d6 poison damage if you ingest it, or you can smear it on your weapon to deal an extra 2d6 poison
Alright.
damage.
You know what?
The-
I'll take it.
Yeah, the Constitution save you have to make is, I'll say it's 14.
Nice.
14. All right.
Yeah.
I will take it. Maybe there'll be like a weaker, skinnier orc we can shove this down.
Yeah, we can beat this too. Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna bully a kid or something. God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's basically everything that I need, so I'm good
Nice.
All right. Who else has anything they want to get?
So no laxative, right? It's like, probably not. All right, that's
no.
it.
You'd have to find something
Yeah.
up north.
I think that's it.
Yeah, I think
We're
we're
good.
good to go. I think a lot of our success will rely on how good we
Yeah.
plan or how well we execute said plan.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, can I describe the look that Yustina has? Because it sort of plays into her new fighting style.
Sure.
That I
Yeah.
kinda. So, you know how when in the previous sessions Yustina was a great axe, like believer, right?
Correct.
And she still is, but she's grown more attuned to her path, which is Path of the Beast. So the way that she is like sort of looking now is that she has half plate armor, and she has now like, of course, she brings a shield along, and on the arm with the shield, it's fully like, she's armored up. She has a big portrait on the left, but on the right arm, it's sleeveless, so there's no armor there, because in Path of the Beast that turns into a claw.
Okay,
So she
cool.
fights claw and shield. So yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Fearsome is, aside from altering his own appearance with his tusks and his skin, he really hasn't changed much. He's still wearing his breastplate. Actually, no, he's going to trade that up for plate armor.
Trade it.
What am I saying? He's going to trade that for plate armor to maximize his defense. Other than that, he's still wearing his tartan kilt. He's still got his tartan cloak.
He's still got his good
He's,
looking.
Yeah, for an orc.
Yep.
Or half orc.
For his mother.
Yeah, he got it from his mom's side.
Nice.
Meanwhile,
All right. Should I
so while
pick?
that
All right.
happens,
Just final questions for the team. Do you guys want to feel safe, or do you want to feel a little bit more aggressive? That would change my, pick on the spell.
If I'm gonna be honest, okay, I will speak out of character for this, just to maybe help you decide. I am a little concerned that I might just get annihilated because I am playing a ranger in close combat, and I don't know how well that's gonna go.
Safe it is.
So I will let you. I will let you decide how that goes. And to be
I'm the complete opposite. That's no full aggression.
yeah, actually,
I'm not gonna lie. In character, Riv is gonna be the aggressive one. I'm just saying that might put you guys into some situations, but we will see.
No, Yustina's down. Like I said, Yustina's ready to scrap whenever.
Yeah. Hey, on the plus, sorry, yeah.
So I do have one question. What are you guys at in terms of like area spells?
Tons.
I'm asking Rob in
Tons.
particular this. So like you can chuck fireballs or similar.
Lightning, call lightning, erupting earth, tidal wave. If I have to pick it, then yeah. I also have tons of healings, so cure wounds, healing word, also
that's good.
wither and bloom. I was asking
perfect.
because I was concerning if I should prepare revivify, but that's an entirely different story. Yep.
You know what?
Do you have a diamond for
Oh shit!
Revivify?
I didn't get that. Yeah.
You can get that. now while we're preparing.
Yeah,
probably.
checking, right?
You know what?
Would have been really awkward. Like
I don't have the diamond. Damn it! All right.
Shit.
Well, now you do. We can.
How
get
many
you,
can I get?
We can get you 3.
Thank you.
3 diamonds? That seems like a good deal.
We have 3 lives, guys. I think that means we can go really
Yeah.
aggressive.
Yep.
Yes. Remember, you can only die. Only 3 of you can die, or 1 person can die 3 times. Riv.
Well, actually, theoretically, only Bell can die.
Yeah, I can.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Falcon.
Dies.
Thank you, Falcon,
Bell-
for pointing that out to me. It's
Bell
like, who will
cannot
die
die.
first? All
By
eyes
the
point
way.
toward me.
Yeah. By the way, Bell
Yeah.
cannot die.
Yeah, we have
because
to keep
he's the
Bell
one.
alive.
Bell protect the healer at all costs.
I will say this, if you are interested, without giving too much away, I do have a little bit of healing on
Nice.
my kit, so I can heal in a worst case scenario, but a lot of my selection is dealing with my scouting hunting
Nice.
kit, along with a little bit of trapping spells.
Don't worry, I got you
yeah.
covered.
I mean, to be fair, all of us have access to healing because
Yeah,
of health
true.
potions. So
Yeah,
I
so
think-
we've got that.
all right. You know what?
yeah.
Also,
I'm gonna
I
swap
just-
out something else.
I just realized
Yeah.
Kobold Fight Club is down. They got rid of Kobold Fight Club. Fuck, all my spells are being taken from me.
yeah, Kobo Fight Cloud got shoot down. You have to look for an alternative. I had to look for one as well.
Poor
Yeah.
Falcon. It's like, oh man, I'm so excited to play this session. We're gonna be doing with the B team. It's gonna be great, and all my tools are
Yep.
falling apart. Everything is falling apart.
They're forcing you to use D&D Beyond. Yep.
No, I'm not. Yeah,
Nope.
fuck no. no. They can.
No.
Yeah,
You were saying, you were
No.
trying to
Oh, I
prove
found
something.
one.
Falcon is so offended by that statement. Why would you say
it's,
that?
it's called Kobold Plus dot Club. It's in a general.
Wow, subtle.
Subtle.
Yeah, I wonder what this
Yeah.
was based on.
The corpses
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
Kobold Plus. Okay, there it is. First rule of Kobold Flight
You
Club
don't
is-
talk about Kobold Flight.
Yeah, you actually
Yeah.
don't talk about Kobold Fight Club because the last one
Yeah.
got taken down.
Oh,
Yeah.
Z Library also got taken
did he
down
tell
as
you?
well. I was like, oh shit, all the books. It was horrible. It was just horrible.
Yeah. Just
All right.
The worst one was the trove.
Oh
going
yeah.
down.
No.
Oh,
The
Yes.
trove. The
Oh my
trove
gosh,
was
yes.
down, but then they have backups. And then I used Z Library because Z Library also have tons of books, and they got that down too. It's like, so thank you.
Yes.
There's no
It's-
free library anymore.
Yeah, it's not easy sailing. Yeah, sailing on the high seas is not
Yeah,
easy these
it's terrible.
days. I'll tell you
Yeah.
that.
Anyway.
As
we're
a
running out
pirate,
of
it makes
sea.
me very
True.
upset.
Yar.
But that's all I have
Yeah.
from
Yar.
Yar, fiddle-dee-dee
Yeah.
and all that.
Alright. I guess we're good.
Alright.
Sea of Thieves and all
Yeah.
that as well.
Yes. Yeah. All right. Perfect. And I will add one. Where is arc? There we go. I said add that. What's okay? Good. Beautiful. All right. So we are going to start with a small cutscene before we join to you guys. That's before we cut back to you guys. A small cutscene.
Alright.
Up in the north, a small army was actually sent to try to hit McPherson's horde and take him by surprise.
Oh no.
They did take him by surprise. The problem was he got over being surprised very quickly, and absolutely
Yeah.
he demolished them. Like maybe less than 20 people got away out of the original 200 got away. So they're busy
Oh, yeah.
taking the weapons and armor that they can and melting it down.
Oh yeah, we still don't have a clear number of how big
Nope.
the horde is,
We
right?
need
That's
to
right,
scout
you
it.
don't.
So that's why we need the stats are.
Yeah, that's
So,
why you're
like,
going up there.
So they had 200 people. So how big was the? Oh wait a minute, we don't
Yeah.
know. That's the
We don't
problem.
know.
Yeah,
That's the
exactly. Yes. Yes, and then just Stuart McPherson, chosen of of the Orc god Grumsh, is surveying the carnage and just nodding, thinking to himself that, hey, if this is all those silly kneelers have, I really don't have that much to worry about. And he picks up the helmet of a knight that had tried to duel him, and as he examines it, Grumsh gives him a vision of 4 people riding north. One of them his own son.
Oh no, he knows. There's no
Coming.
way.
He doesn't know where you are, but he only knows that his son has allies and is coming to
I
defeat him.
hate seers. I hate psychics.
No, it's
hate visions.
divine revelation.
It's
I also
divine
hate that
revelation.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he really
Yes.
is the chosen
Yeah.
of Grumsh, though. So it's not like
Yes.
propaganda. He's actually the chosen one.
Yes. So he is warning. He
Oh,
is
shit.
warned.
You are the
Um,
chosen one.
Yes. So
I
he.
thought it was like the same situation where, like in Japan, they're like, this general is the
Yeah.
reincarnation of Bishoten or something.
Nope.
And it's
Oh,
like,
yeah. No, but not all that.
really?
Yeah.
Are you
not that.
sure?
Right,
And
but yeah, but Stuart he is not afraid. He is not angry. In fact, he smiles as he sees this, realizing that he has a chance to just that if this is their last best hope, all he needs to do is destroy them. And plus, with his son out of the picture, he can be free to have an heir to produce heirs that will actually do what Daddy tells them to do.
I hate those type.
That being said, he is still angry. As he slowly but surely, with one hand, crushes the helmet. into a crumpled pile of metal. And then we're going to cut back to the B team riding north,
Ooh.
coming up to Folkestone
Has no
Hill.
clue of what just happened. Nice.
Yes, no clue that someone who can crush helmets with one hand is waiting for you.
Yay.
Folkestone Hill.
Yes.
So I assume this is more of a strategic location than a fort, or is it?
It's a small castle with a dependent town.
Ooh, independent town.
Yeah.
Do you think
Yeah,
we should tell
They
do you
know.
think we should check in with like check in if they have any sightings of the horde?
Not this far south, no.
Not
The-
yet. Okay, gotcha.
No, the people who are going to be getting the first sighting that there's orcs is House Frost up at Frosthold.
Oh,
They're just
okay, gotcha.
Yeah, they're a couple of days south of the bridge.
What else can we ask? Do you think it's a good idea to ask the locals here if they have like secret roads around, like pathways to go, like shortcuts essentially, right? Because I feel like these are things only the locals would
True.
know, like traversing
Oh,
the
that's
land
actually
and
a good
etc.
one. Yeah. Yeah, it might be
Although
a little
that's out
difficult.
of character from me, there's no way Yustina thinks about that.
So Riv
You guys can-
is like, I guess, let's say we arrive in town.
Yeah,
and Riv's
I was gonna say, you arrive in town, it's basically like everyone's getting ready. They're acting like the horde is gonna be there any day now, even though it's easily a couple months away, like 2 months out. Not far, not that long. You don't have time to screw around, but you do have time to put up like fortifications, get supplies, or evacuate the area as needed.
I guess Riv is gonna look to you, Yustina, and be like, "All right, so boss, what's the plan here? Do we have a plan?"
I put my hands to my hips and I point towards Belle and I delegate this task to the smart one of our group.
Yes.
Huh? Huh? What just happened?
I just
Isn't that
give you-
right, kid?
Okay, sure.
Angus is gonna say, "Aye, you're the tactician that Lord Hywel gave us. Start coming up with some tactics.
You know what?
Think of this like
I
a final
fist bump
exam.
Angus.
Hey,
If
everyone
you
shut
fail,
up!
we all
Everyone
die.
shut up! Belle just yells. Everyone shut up! Alright, okay. What
Don't
would
worry,
Professor
Bellend, you got
Rev
this.
do? What Professor Robin do in this situation? Okay. Summon scouts. Sure. And he snaps his fingers, and he uses his ability called Wild Companion to summon an owl. And just like,
Hoot.
yeah. So the ability is as follows: I use my Wild Shape ability to summon an owl, find familiar spell. Okay. Let's have a look at the surroundings. And the owl just flies away. Do the scouting. What does the owl see?
All right. Well, sun's going first. Like I said, it's in the around mid-afternoon. Sun is starting to slide down to the west. From what you can see, like I said, people are packing up. They're trying to get everything set up for the siege. They're hiding or moving valuables. There is what looks like to be like a caravan, probably one of several that have already left, assembling. There are refugees from flooding in from further north.
Does it look like it's a big, well, the village or the town-wise, does it look like a big town? And how much does the evacuation...
It doesn't have more.
Wait, go ahead.
The town fully populated does not, you don't think, would have more than 1,000 people in it.
Still rather big.
It's probably swollen to about twice that because of everybody coming down from the further north and coming to Folkestone Hill.
Okay.
One thing
Go
you do know, one thing you do notice though, is soldiers from the noble house of Locke are assembling and getting ready to help escort these people south to House Locke's lands.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Luckily, Lord Hywel knows nothing about this. He would probably have an aneurysm if he did.
If thing that I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, good thing that
Yeah.
he doesn't.
I guess.
Yes.
Do you give this?
Yeah,
information
definitely. But I also
to-
want to see, so the refugees, or the ones that are flooding into towns, do I see the ones that are the latest batch? Because they would know more about the situation that just happened.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
that's smart.
there's a batch being escorted by like a very actually, you know what? Nah, you can find it. I'm not gonna make you
Okay.
roll a check for this. You find one group that's being escorted by looks like about maybe 10 soldiers from House Frost.
Okay. Okay. House Frost. So what are the formation? Are they just running for?
Do
Go
we
ahead.
know anything about House
Frost.
Frost?
They're a very stubborn house. Like
All
these are the
right.
kind of people who will dig in and hold on by the tips of their fingers if that's what it takes. They are not going to be leaving. They're not going to be abandoning their castle without a fight.
Right.
One thing you should know. One thing though, they do understand though that their peasantry does not want to fight and can't fight and will probably be casualties in this war. So they are evacuating
Okay.
themselves.
So the formation wise, it's not they fled during mid battle. It's more like they're escorting the refugees out first.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, they're
got it.
escorting them. Yeah, one.
They're
one
not
other thing you
deserters.
notice. No, they're not deserters. One thing you do notice though is that they are either old men, like who can't really, who are well past their fighting prime, or they are young, very young, like 10 years old
and girls.
boys.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
All right.
They can't. Yeah, they've either seen too many winters or they've seen too few winters.
So I relay that information to the team and just say, I think we should go talk to the soldiers. They might know more. Maybe. I think so. That's what I heard.
Riv
Okay.
kind of goes. So we got soldiers coming in from House Frost.
Yeah.
Right? I said, give me a little bit. I could probably go and do some scouting.
All right.
To see if I can gather some information.
Right. Follow Ivy. She'll lead you, and yeah, you just feel the owls just landed on your shoulder. Yep.
Like there's a moment of like, there's just a freaking owl.
Don't worry.
Thanks,
She's not an
Ivy.
actual owl. She doesn't poop. She's a fake creature. The spirit reincarnate of sort. I think.
Riv looks at you, Belvar, and it's like, I think I know what a fake creature is. Thanks.
Then you
Bel.
shouldn't be concerned.
I'll get right on it.
He smiles.
Yeah. I'm going to cast Pass Without Trace. I'm gonna stealth
the shit out of
into
this.
the crowds and
Nice.
see if I can gather some information.
Yeah.
Stealth the
First I'll use
fog.
Pass Without Trace. You know what? I guess since it lasts for an hour, I'll just cast it on all four of us.
Sure, why not?
So, and
Alright.
I'm gonna make a stealth check, and I'm gonna see if I can infiltrate the crowd.
Actually, good point.
It's a good thing I have Pass Without Trace, so
Nice.
that's a 19.
Otherwise, it'll be terrible.
In the meantime, I wanna look for who's the head of the castle.
Now, Fosun, he is not out and about right now. He's probably in the castle proper, and he's.
Oh, but we're outside.
Yeah, we're outside.
Right?
We haven't
you're
encountered
not.
him.
He's probably not. Yeah, he is not gonna be stepping out
Should
Fair
we
enough.
encounter him?
unless he needs.
I look at Yustina as like, should we? I don't know about leading the team thing. I know about strategy and stuff. I think. So what should we do?
Well, right now you need to go to Roger's Wall and check in with Waller to get his symbol of authority. So you get he's going to give you like a ring or something similar that you can present. Say,
We're
hey, I'm
part of the
acting in Baron
the
Waller's
aid.
name.
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah, I just say like there's no point to bother the good sir up there. Plus knowing these type of people, I think it's a waste of time.
So
What do we do? You wanted to talk with those soldiers,
Well,
right?
Riv's
Rev's already
on
gone.
the
He
mission.
Oh.
I'm just. Mhm.
I'm rubbing my chin. It's like, I look around. Are there any hunters around?
Or scouts. Other than...
Yeah, that I would like you to make a perception check for.
Oh shoot. Oh shoot, this is not the best roll for me.
Whoops.
6.
You hear someone talk about Hunter, and you immediately your hopes go up, but then it goes down again when you realize they're talking about a person named Hunter.
Nice.
Yeah, and then I go up to them and it's like I walk to them, I basically just say like, did I hear Hunter?
And the woman says, "Yeah, that's my son."
Oh. Congrats on your son. Quick question though, do you know, and does Folkestone Hill have any hunters?
She says, "Yeah, of course they do. Why do you ask?"
Can you point me towards them?
Yeah, well, yeah. First question: who are you, and why do you ask?
I am
It's a
Yustina
two-parter.
Nikitina, and I'm just as me and my companions and I are and I just realized I shouldn't be talking about our secret mission.
Nice.
I say
And
basically I leave it
Yeah.
very vague, and we just say we're mercenaries and we're looking for
Okay.
coin basically.
nice.
Okay.
Nice
yeah,
save.
Well, she says, well, then you shouldn't really be looking for my son. You need to be looking for like one of the guards from the castle.
Oh, I'm not talking about your son. I'm talking about hunters that hunt food, game, beasts.
If you want that, you can just like you can go up to the entrance of the castle. Ever since like refugees started coming in, his lordship has ordered that all game needs to be brought to the castle. You know, it's so they can distribute it properly to the refugees, and they don't have a riot.
Ah, thank you, my good sir. And
Man.
Oh
good
no.
ma'am. I did not realize. I was just like,
I know I look like I know
Yeah.
I know I have short hair and
Beard.
and I'm not and I don't I don't have short hair and flat chested, but that's still hurtful.
I put my arm on her shoulder and I just say, it makes you even more beautiful. And
Riv is like
Whatever you say, weirdo.
stealthed watching this and going like, "Dear Lord."
This king.
I point towards the castle and it's like, gentlemen, I found our next location.
Which is?
I'm
castle.
going. I am going to assume I didn't get anything from my stealth mission. I'm going to rejoin the group.
Sorry, sorry, your stealth mission. What was
My whole thing was that I was going to stealth with those troops that we found, and basically kind of just do some eavesdropping with my 19.
Okay. All right. Yeah, they're looking around. They're basically just asking like, where can we have our refugees set up for the night?
Right. Okay. Gotcha.
There's nothing really like tactically useful from them.
All right. I will rejoin the group then, still
Ah!
stealthed. And I was just like, it's all right, Belle. It's just me.
Yeah.
Anyway, what are we doing? We're going to a
Wait,
castle.
So what did you and Ivy find? Anything?
Nothing really. It's just a bunch of basic bitch nonsense from the soldiers.
Wait, you didn't talk to them? I thought you were gonna talk to them. At least that's what I thought.
No, as you can tell, I'm not good with persuading people and being nice. So I just kind of, listened, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess.
I
guess.
does Yustina hear this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I look back and I just say, then I can talk to them.
Angus is going to say, I think it'd be better if we didn't alienate potential allies. You're a bit too blunt, not very diplomatic, Miss Yustina. I can talk to them. I can
Then
talk
you
to
can
people as
talk to
needed.
them. And it's like,
Riv is just like looking at you, McPherson, going like, "Are you charismatic? You got a way with words there, big boy."
He just aye.
All right, well, work your magic then, because boy in hell do
Yeah.
we need it.
You know what,
Alright,
Mr.
and-
McPherson, I will accompany you. I hope, like, this feels, we need to talk to them. So I would like to hear what, they have to say. This is also training for me.
Alright,
Yeah. Okay,
yeah.
cool. I'll join him.
Okay. He is. I'm gonna have him go up to. So, what would you like him to ask?
Mostly
This will
about,
determine what
okay,
information he gets.
what, because they must have retreated from their town, or at least they know something about the
Frosthold.
horde that's coming. So anything they could tell us about what they know and what they might have intel on.
So
yeah,
he's gonna.
that.
Okay, yeah, he's fairly good with persuasion, better than
Yep.
y'all. So he's gonna go to the House Frost people and he's gonna talk to them and ask them what's going on. With an 18,
Nice.
you learn that this is the last of the refugees from Frosthold. This is everybody who's leaving is leaving, and this is the last of everyone who's leaving. Everybody else is getting ready for a fight.
Okay.
Supposedly, the House Frosthold's forges have been working night and day to produce halfway decent weaponry for the peasant militia and for the soldiers as needed. Even though everyone's fairly certain that they're going to die before they get a chance to properly use them, they are determined to take at least one orc with them.
Do they know what the army of the orcs looks like? Like numbers, troop types,
Not yet. Only that they probably worship the whole orc pantheon. Because Stuart is rallying them. He really is rallying these guys.
Okay. So he's basically just doing the inspiration talk, but nothing concrete to the people. Okay.
Yeah,
got it.
nothing. Not yet. As far as anybody knows, he's still waiting for everybody who's joining. Stuart is still waiting for everybody who's joining him to join him. Probably once Stuart gets a few concrete victories under his belt, more people will join him.
Okay. But yeah, that's good. At least we know one of the house is not, it's not avoiding his duty. So, do we return at this point?
Yeah, at this point they're gonna go back. You'll reunite with the rest of the party.
And we share what we know at this point. It's like, okay, from what, like Mr. McPherson gathered, apparently this is like a rallying speech. So they also don't know much about the troops of the orcs, and the stuffs we kind of need to investigate for ourselves. So not good, not terrible. Yeah.
Well, I guess we gotta pick a place and go.
The castle.
Listen,
that's what I heard.
Yeah, let's go to the castle. I think that's our best course of action right now. Gather some more information, and then we can make our call. I think the sooner that we get what we need, we should be on our way. Because the longer we stay in Folkestone Hill, the faster that horde's going to be moving.
I agree.
See, Yustina gets it. All right. I pat her on the back.
And I pat yours with the finger, I guess, because you're a fairy, right? So
I see you pat me on the finger. It's like, girl, I can take it.
I give a full palm.
Slam her into the trees.
Now I will make a strength saving throw and see how well I take
this
it.
is actually...
Okay, I take it. Okay. Like, see? Oh boy.
You broke your back and probably have
I guess
a
it's
palm.
up for the DM to decide how that goes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you stagger forward.
You probably permanently
kinda
have a
flutter, 'cause
brand
I'm usually
on your
I'm
shoulder.
kind of fluttering a little bit. Like just, oh, okay, yep, to the castle, guys.
Yep.
And I start making fluttering.
I
my way
haven't
over.
met a lot of fairies that can take the full swat of my palm. You're different.
Yeah, as my mom used to say, I'm built different. Okay.
All right, so when you get to the front, you do see that there are guards who are basically saying, "No, if you're a refugee, you're not spending the night in the castle unless we get attacked. So go spend the night in the town or outside in the town somewhere." Um, they do have like uh, they do have a couple of people with deer slung over their shoulders or across the front of their horses, riding up and handing it over to the guards up there. And they do have like a little table set up with food that they are handing out to refugees who need it.
Yeah. I go up to the person who just gave the deer.
Yeah.
And I just say, like, hey, can I
Hey,
talk to you for a sec?
you're doing it right now.
Yeah, well, more than a few secs. But, like, do you know the best way to Rodri's Wall?
Of course I do.
It's like,
He looks at you
can you
blankly.
yeah, I just kind of say,
I
like,
flutter as you're saying that, Yustina. I flutter over and like a little parchment. Just
Well, I'll be
kind
darned.
of.
It's an actual fairy.
Hi, yeah, Riv here. Pleasure to meet you. I got this blank piece of paper, and we would just love if you could just give us maybe just a general direction on how to get to Rodri's Wall. That would just be peachy keen there, champ.
the quickest way, of course.
He says, the quickest way is a straight line. There's a road that leads directly from Folkestone up to Rodri's Wall.
Straight line?
I just say, like,
Yeah, just follow the road.
well, I've always heard of stories of hunters having these secret paths and everything, so I thought there would be one.
Yeah, not really. I do most of my hunting in the south. Nothing really up north except for goats.
Riv is just thinking ghosts.
Goats. And I looked at the rest of the group. Well, hear that? We now know a way to Rodri's Wall. It's
There
by
is
the road.
also one thing you need to watch out for.
And what's that?
Huh?
The MacPherson guys have been sending down these raiding parties.
Ooh.
Pretty large bands too. Seems like every pig face up in the north is getting ready to move south and hit us.
Well, that's useful information. All right. Anything else? Any weird thing you've been seeing nearby Folkestone Hill?
Honestly, you're the weirdest thing I've seen all day. Or in the past few weeks,
Nice.
actually.
Fair. Not many fairies travel in the lands of Immorta, I'll give you that.
And not that many, and almost none up north.
Let's just say I have good reason to be here.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sure you do. I'm sure you do.
Anyway, well, thank you. We appreciate it. And, yeah, I guess I will go and talk. I put my arm around your shoulder, Yustina. I'm going to go talk to our lady in
Yustina
charge.
is like 2.5 times taller than you.
Oh, I know. It barely. Well, here's okay. One thing,
Yeah.
I can fly, so I
Yeah, that's
flutter, and I'm just kind of fluttering with my arm around her shoulder, and I'm gonna talk to this badass bitch over here, and we're gonna convey our little game plan to our folks. Thank you. You've just been wonderful, kind, great. You keep up the good work.
All right, well, good. If you're gonna be taking care of them orcs, good luck.
Happy
Gods
hunting.
know you need it.
And I kind of just I pull Yustina to the side. So, do we just make our way to Rodri's Wall? Because now I'm starting to get worried that if we linger in this place,
Oh, did we lose him?
like, are we going to
okay.
the are we going to the castle? Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Hello?
hi.
Okay, hi.
Okay,
there you are.
good. Okay. Riv just says, "All right. So, are we going to the wall, or are we going to the castle? I think we should just, cut the BS and just head straight to the wall."
Oh, no, yeah, I just say, like, Yeah, it's like I remember specifically they told me specifically that we still need to get our stuff from the wall, the ring or whatever.
All right. Let's go grab Bell and McPherson. Where are they anyway? I'm just kind of like looking around.
Yeah, McPherson is
Yeah,
there.
we're just a
Okay.
little bit
Hey,
behind.
hey,
He's keeping Bell from wandering
Yeah.
off.
All right, hey Mick and Bell. All right, I got some good news for you. So we got great, fantastic news. Straight line. That's the best news I've heard all day. Just got to go in a straight line to Rodri's Wall. We'll get there nice and quick. Now,
It's gonna take us. It'll probably take us a day or two to get there.
Okay.
yeah.
Let's go.
So, we'll
Unless you
hit
want
there
to
now.
travel through the night.
No, why not? I can see it.
I
Alright,
nod
let's-
and I just say like,
Let's
well,
do it.
better than staying in the dark against like raiders out there.
True.
That's true. I can see.
We can all see, right?
I can see in
We
the
can all
dark.
see in the dark. Besides, Ivy's here.
I can.
Wait, you can?
I don't know if I can or
Well,
not.
phase. Okay.
I can't. I don't have dark vision.
You don't have dark vision? Okay. Okay.
No, I
Like when you say that, Belle just looks and just like, you know what? Ivy, can you help her out? And just you feel the owl just perched on your shoulder. Like she'll give you a hoot. Like if you are going, have, obstacles on the way, she'll just hoot on your ears. Otherwise, because it's a straight line, so you
Hey,
can just
Aw,
go.
Thanks,
Yeah.
buddy.
Yeah, no, I don't have dark vision.
You're a good owl. Who's a good owl? You're a good owl.
Well, she enjoys
I-
patting on the, like head and a little occasional tickling under her chin. Yeah. Under her beak.
Noted.
And you're just giving the owl scrooches.
Yeah. Scooch, scooch, scooch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scooch, scooch, scooch.
All right. I guess Riv is gonna just lead the way as we make our way to
Yeah.
Roji's Wall. I think we should just gun it.
We
gotta
gun
go.
it, yeah. Because I think if we're gonna
Right.
encounter something anyway, at least we're on our horses
Yep.
and equipped, right? Like we
Right.
may be tired, but I'd rather be tired than be like we're sleeping and then
True.
they jump us.
Yeah. I also have really good perception, so I should be able to spot
Yeah.
something if they're gonna try and surprise us.
All right.
Besides, phase have dark vision,
Alright.
so it doesn't matter.
I have spells. I
Wait,
can light
you
things
don't have
up
dark
if
vision?
it gets dark. I actually
Oh,
don't
okay.
have dark vision.
Shit.
But
Oh, yeah.
I'm also a ranger, so I have a lot of
All right.
tools to fix that problem.
Shit. I didn't prepare dark vision. I didn't know. Yeah. Okay.
We can just use a good
Yeah.
old torch. I can carry one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess we'll have to.
1 second. 1 second.
Wait.
Please.
So how big is
All right. So
like?
yeah, River's like a
Riv
little.
is small. I'm a small race.
Yeah,
So
she's
I'm
about-
about a halfling size.
Yeah, she's less than a meter tall. If your thing is, if I'm
Yeah.
reading your thing
Can
right.
you can perch
Yes,
on my
that is
shoulder,
correct.
like or Yustina's shoulder. Well, probably Yustina's shoulder
Mm.
because she's bigger, and we can just have the horses with us, so that way you don't get lost.
Yeah. She.
How about that?
Yeah.
Riv
She
is-
just.
Riv is gonna stare at you when you say that. And
Well, come
kinda go,
on, we need to go there fast. That's what you said.
All right, Yustina, you wouldn't mind me hopping on your shoulders for a little bit?
No problem.
All right. And I embarrassingly hop on your shoulders. And I just like, and you just this wave of just like I don't
We should
wanna do
probably
this.
wait until we're out of town before we do that. Don't want to draw too much attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. The wouldn't want to draw attention. That's us, team subtlety over here.
Subtle, yes.
All right.
All right.
Gotcha,
Let's
gotcha.
go.
All right, I'll wait till
Yeah.
we're out of town before we do the shoulder technique.
Okay.
Do.
All right. And do the shoulder technique, and you ride on, and I would like perception checks
All right.
from everybody.
Because I've had my owls. Oh no!
Oh
don't
my
worry.
gosh.
I have my owls. Let's see.
No, I'm looking at
okay.
Yustina's.
Oh, that's beautiful.
5e.
I mean, I'm on your shoulder. I am
Yeah.
your eyes.
Yes.
I feel so in character right
Okay.
now.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, I'm not rolling
Yustina
very
is
well.
trying to keep Riv
Yeah.
from falling.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Perception. Oh, it's a natural one. Terrible.
Oh.
Oh. Okay.
okay, thank God for McPherson.
Let's
I rolled a
roll for my
16,
owl.
which
Right.
is okay.
Let's see what
Okay.
+3, I believe. It's a 5, yo. It's terrible. Oh wait, no, sorry, advantage. Yeah, advantage because the owls. Yeah. Oh, 21. Nice. Much
Okay,
better.
much better. Much better.
That's good.
All right.
Oh wait, because of
Um,
I'm using the wild companion. It's basically for druids find familiar. Does that mean I share eyesight with him? Let me check.
I think you have to
I have
put
to
yourself
be
into a
into
state
trance.
to share.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nope.
Which means you're basically gonna have no control over
Nope.
your body at that
Then
point.
Correct.
That's a no.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you did
Yeah,
that, we'd have
because
to
you're
tie
kind
you to
Yeah.
your saddle.
You're
Yeah.
riding your horse.
The horse is riding me. No,
Yeah.
just kidding.
No. You do. Well, it's a good thing that y'all made the choice you did. You do spot up ahead. Some orcs, like about halfway between Folkestone Hill and Rogers Wall. The sun is setting and is like halfway below the horizon.
Okay.
Then you do see some orcs. You do like see
How
orcs
many?
that are.
How many?
I'm checking. 8 of them.
8.
Yes.
All right.
All of them are armed with the claymore, basically big great swords.
Okay.
So like bigger than. So it's like a bigger than a great sword.
No, it is a great sword. It's
Oh, okay. I thought it's like ultra sword or something.
No.
claymore.
damn.
Yeah.
Classic claymore kind of deal.
Classic.
Yeah, I'll show you. I'll post a picture of it.
Yeah, I was just making sure because maybe they're strong enough to kind of wield something that could be considered
It's-
like greater than a great sword.
Guts.
You know?
Style
Yeah.
sword,
Guts,
no.
right? Okay, yeah. I thought that's how you're describing it. I'm like, damn, the entire army can raid use ultra swords. It's kind of
No,
crazy.
Army of Guts. No. This
Yeah.
no, that would be probably like something else. Like I posted in Discord a picture of what
Right.
the claymore
Gotcha.
swords look like. They have, if you can see, they have like a very unique triangular shaped blade.
Yeah, makes
Like it
sense,
starts
makes
wide
sense.
near the tang, and then it narrows once it reaches up the point, as opposed to the Immortan straight sword, which is straight and then it tapers up into a point at the end.
Huh. Okay,
Just-
out of character thing,
You know,
right?
fun fact. What's up?
Do you guys want to fight them? Like, I'm just asking out of character because
Do
Well,
we have to
I-
fight them to
I
get through?
get it
We might.
doesn't. Well, here's the question: we can either try and go around, and that's gonna be difficult. I mean, I could
Lose
cast
time
pass,
going around.
I could cast pass without trace, and we could try and go around, or we could just fight them. In character, I guess Riv would just be like, "Look, we got two options here. We either do a clean surprise. I can light them up with some fairy fire, and then we go guns blazing into them."
The sword's drawn. We don't know what a
Sword's
gun is
drawn.
here.
no, because like this is just more of like leaving them alone means that they get to raid more. If that makes sense.
You know what,
Yeah. Leaving them
guys?
alone-
Don't
Cause, like,
worry.
this-
I have an idea that doesn't look like army assaulted and also covers up. Okay, so I'm gonna do it.
Angus is gonna say, we don't have to cover this up. We're just
No.
killing
I mean,
orcs."
I have a
Yeah,
thing
no.
that it can look like it happened in the wilderness, and nothing really, they don't know. They just died out in the wilderness.
Well, like I said, we don't really need to cover it up. They know they're on hostile territory. I mean, they don't know we're the ones that killed them.
Oh wait, what spell are you talking
I
about,
can
Robin?
do conjure animals.
Yeah.
And have something tramples them.
Oh, then you leave and then let the animals
Yeah,
do their
so
thing.
that should be easy.
That's kind of cool.
You know, and we have the element of a
But do
surprise.
they win though?
So if you
Yeah, I
You
think.
know, suddenly I don't regret making the encounter the way I did.
You gave a
Yeah, I
druid
think-
conjure animals. That was your first mistake.
Okay, so
you know
not
what?
only- So we're
That's fine,
not
I know-
technically outnumbered. We
I
will
know
have
how-
animals on our side.
I know how conjure animals work, and more importantly, I know how the action
Yep.
economy works.
So thank you, Robin.
So,
I think you've just made all the upcoming encounters 20 times
Yeah.
harder now.
It's okay. I think. Well, anyway, are we all down to fight? Because
I'm down. I'm down. I'm down to fight.
Yeah, Angus is going to
Yeah.
fight them, and he also makes a point that we can like see which one, if any, appear to be in charge.
Yeah.
Take it and then get some information out of
Mm-hmm.
them if we can.
Yeah. Rev
Oh,
is
that
actually.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Let's go fight them.
Yeah, let's go fight him and see if we can
Alright,
take the leader.
Conjure animals. So staffs, like
What are you?
yolks. Yep.
Elks.
Yep.
Just,
Elks.
Yep.
Oh,
just
don't
sure.
worry. I know this. It's gonna suck. It's gonna suck real bad.
All right.
That's fine. These, you know what? That's fine. These guys are not like some encounter that I need to fight. These guys are literally just here to show you how orcs
know.
fight.
That's
You know
fair.
what? That's fair.
Mhm.
That's fair.
All right.
I'm
So
looking up the elk stats right now.
okay.
1/4. Okay, so they have
Do
charge.
do we get them at
We
surprise? 'Cause I
do.
assume like we don't because
Yeah.
we're charging, right? So they
You don't
notice
get
us
them at
early.
surprise.
Do
They
we?
know
Oh,
that you're
okay.
coming.
Cool.
They can see you, but
what-
they do not surprise you because you
Yep,
can see
nice.
them.
All right. I am. If I have any control before the fight starts, I am going
Pass without
to
trace?
be like, don't. Well, no. I'm not gonna cast pass without trace because we're all jumping into combat. What I will do is I'll be like, don't worry, I'll be there in a sec. I'm gonna flutter into the nearby forest, and all of a sudden because I've been wearing a cloak, just a basic like cloak, and it's kind of greenish. And all of a sudden, as I go into the forest, it kind of starts to shift and
Nice.
change, I'm going to be using my nature's mantle, and I will use the hide action as a
Sweet.
bonus action as I
Okay.
camouflage into the terrain.
Sweet.
Hey, that's hey,
Rogues. Rogues, baby.
hey.
26.
Holy cow!
Yeah.
Stealthful. Nice. All right.
I'm not
Alright.
gonna do anything special. I just wait to charge
Charge.
with the horse.
Charge.
Horses? What kind of horses are we using?
Warhorse.
Are we using
just-
a war?
yeah,
We are.
warhorse.
We are on
Or-
warhorse, I believe.
Alright.
You are on war
Okay,
horses.
Nice.
What are their movements? 60.
That's so good.
Yes. All right. I'm gonna have to stop this and get some music.
Take your time.
You know what? We are gonna have epic bagpipe music for this one.
All right, I'll take it.
Hell yeah, right in it.
Yes. Hang on. All right. There we go. And in the meantime, while I get this set up, all right, I would like all of you
Roll.
to roll for
Nice.
initiative.
All right.
All right.
There we go.
Alright.
13.
Yustina.
Poor
Yeah.
Yustina. Girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a rough. You're doing your
It's
best.
not a good. It's not a good.
She's doing her best.
Yustina's not the hasn't been in this position of being like technically the boss. So even though she proclaims
You know
to
what? It's oh wow, Angus is rolling hot
Nice.
tonight.
Wow. Thank God for
I mean,
Angus.
this is Angus's kind of like arc, so
This
I'm
makes
up
sense.
for it. I'm up for
Yeah,
it.
he's just I literally just sent him along to help. I am not intending to have him like take the spotlight from you
No,
guys.
no,
but-
no. I know.
But it's his
No,
line.
but like,
He's his
I'm
part.
still
yeah.
interested in like, yeah, I'm
All right,
interested in Angus.
yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah, the not just Robin, do you have the elk statistics?
Yes. I will post the
What are
link.
the CR
I'll post the
about?
link here. Like
Alright.
you can just. You know.
Okay. I was gonna say just roll
Okay,
initiative for
but
them,
before
please.
that,
Honestly.
before that, I have Spirit Totem, which can grant my ally something. So I'm gonna go for, let's see, detect creatures in the area, give us a spell, aiding you and its king site. You should make an attack roll. You can use your reaction to grant advantage. Hold on. You and your allies gain advantage on all ability checks to detect the enemy in the area. You know what? I'll just use bear spirits. So yeah, spirit totem again. Bear spirits.
There's CR
Yeah.
one.
Bear spirit?
Oh, 1
Nice.
4. So that means you're summoning.
8.
Well, first
Oh.
off, you're summoning 8 elk. Yep,
Mhm.
this is correct. I remember this spell. I'm
Yeah.
getting my flashbacks.
Don't worry,
I would say,
I'm the
I
one
would
who's
say
on the receiving
Falcon,
end this time.
Falcon, I will save you in a sense where what you should do is you should go into like where the little information tab is, the compendium.
Yes,
Type in elk.
I've
Yeah.
already done
drag
it.
Drag it, okay, and then just make it accessible to Robin so that Robin can just
Yeah.
make the rolls for the
I'm
elk.
doing it
Yeah,
now.
it's done. It's done.
Robin, you should have
Alright,
it in your
cool.
library.
So Ram. Charge first, then Ram. Let's see. Hits it with a Ram attack. All right. So initiative first, or the same initiative as me?
Probably
Yeah.
You've
so
already
Yeah,
rolled.
we're in
You've
it.
rolled
Yeah,
our
I think we
initiative
initiative.
first.
Ram.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Alright.
Does it? What? Okay. That's
that's
an attack. Nope.
No,
I think you just
Follow.
rolled a dexterity.
yeah, just roll a deck.
Damn it.
Doop,
Damn it.
doop, doop, doop. Let's see.
Oh my gosh, how many are you rolling? Oh,
well,
you're
no,
rolling
wait.
the Ramit. You're rolling Ramit.
Yeah.
Holy
1, 2,
Holy crap.
3.
I just
Oh,
need
sorry.
initiative.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right
we
now,
need
We haven't
initiative
attacked
from
them
you.
yet.
You haven't
13.
attacked them yet.
My bad. 13.
13.
13, thank you.
I
Alright.
jumped the gun.
Oh, see,
What's
no,
happening?
don't worry. This is what's about to happen when we get to 13.
Oh shit! It's an Eye of Groups. Okay, baby, let's go.
Ooh,
I'm
really? Nice. Okay, now I'm hyped. Yeah.
I'm a hype man.
Yep. So ready.
Alright.
Oh, you guys gain abilities, advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws in the area. 60 feet, baby.
Oh, if we're within
Yep.
your aura, essentially.
Oh, do we? Wait, do we get temp each
Yep.
from your bear spirit?
Mhm. So that will be 5 plus my
5 plus
druid
your
level.
druid.
That will
What's
be
your druid
11.
level?
So yeah.
Oh, still 11 hit points. Okay, nice.
Yep.
11.
And
10.
also my creatures.
Okay, I'll take it.
Sweet mother of Jesus. Dear Lord. Oh dear.
Alright.
Just bunch
Yes.
of puns.
Oh my god. Ah, god. I love when I see like the different orc stat blocks. Like I just love it. The Blade of Beast is so cool.
Ah,
Hell yeah.
yes.
Alright, okay, that's, I guess, everything.
Yeah, I think we're good to go. If you
Alright.
got the
We
music
are.
ready. Or...
Yes, I do have the music. Just gonna neaten things up around here. Perfect. Everything's set up. Let's see if we can play this. It's not doing anything. Hang on. Yeah, stop and clear the queue. Play this.
Hey, there we go.
There we go. Alrighty. So up first is Angus. First thing he's going to do is charge one of the orc. Well, first thing he's going to do is
How far away
He's
are
gonna
we
cast it.
from the at this point?
you can 60 feet. You can easily reach him with
Nice.
your horses. So Angus is going to cast Searing Smite. And he's going to charge. He's going to urge his horse forward right up to the orcs, and he's going to make 2 attacks with his greatsword.
Sweet.
Nice.
Alright, 15. Let me see. I think those hit. Yeah, those hit the orcs. Protected they are just by hide armor and kilts. And Searing Smite, I believe. I'm just gonna pull open the spell compendium here and have a look. Searing Smite. That's not what I needed. Shillelagh, Scrying, Searing Smite. Alright, they're gonna be taking 1d6 fire damage
Nice.
each time.
Nice.
Okay, yeah, Yeah, he kills both orcs with his attacks. Oh, one thing you do need to know about Angus, he does get 2 auras as he has Oath of the Ancient, so he does have 2
Nice.
auras.
Ah, that's the best oath. I love
Yes.
that oath.
Nice.
All right. So the Orc Blade of Ilnaval is going to. Well, he's going to move up to Angus. Now that Angus is in range, and he's going to draw his own claymore and make 2 attacks with it. CR plus. Okay. Oh, he misses the first attack, but his second, he's able to bring it around and actually crit Angus.
Ooh, snap.
This is gonna hurt.
Yeah, this is going to hurt.
I think Angus should also have 11
Yep,
temp hit
he
points,
does.
if I recall, Bell.
Mhm.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, 11 temporary
Yep.
hit points, you said?
Yeah.
Everyone
good.
in our team has that. So. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, he also have strength
Okay.
check advantage, if he needs it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you picked the bear totem.
Actually, yeah, okay. So he does do extra damage when he hits.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that hurts. That really hurts.
Oh yeah.
Like this guy he jumps and he brings the sword down,
Jeez.
and it bites deep into Angus. Like, it's a good thing he had those temporary hit
Sweet.
points.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
shit. Okay.
Yeah, that
Raggy.
hurts. Yeah, Raggy, indeed, that hurts. That hurt a lot. But one thing he can do, he can make 2 attacks with his claymore, and he made his 2 attacks. But then he can use his next ability is an improved version of what's in the monster manual. It's Ilnaval's Command, and basically it just gives up to 3 orcs an extra turn of their own.
Oh, extra turn?
No shit.
Okay, he needs to
Basi-
he needs to drop right now.
Basically, he's ordering them to go up and start killing elks.
Right.
No, elks.
Mm-hmm.
Not the
They
hell.
haven't even charged yet.
Yeah, they are going to move up to their speed, up to you, up to the. Well, they can't actually
Nope.
move up to the elks. It's basically they move up to their speed and
Yeah.
make a weapon attack.
Right.
So they are going to move and to position themselves between the elk and the people who actually matter.
Okay.
Right. Gotcha.
All right, so you got to go through a line of 3 orcs to get to him. Riv, what do you do?
Okay. I guess first off, I am still stealthed. So what do I see from my position?
The leader.
I see the horde
Yeah.
of deer. I see the orcs going into the fray to basically wall off. So I can tell that there's an eye of Groomsh and a
Mhm.
blade.
Yes. You can tell because he's missing an eye. He's got some kind of staff that he's leaning on.
Right. Okay. You know what? I'll go for the
Go
eye.
for the eye.
Go
for the eye,
I'm just
Riv.
double checking the range
Go
of
for the
something.
eye.
Go for the eyes.
How far away am I from the eye?
You're about 80 feet.
80 feet.
Your horse can move 60.
Well, I got off my horse. Remember, I stealthed.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
You got off of Yustina, right?
So I'm gonna move.
In that case, yeah, you're about 80 feet away from him.
Okay,
So,
I'm gonna
yeah.
move. I'm gonna flutter very quietly, hopefully still in stealth.
Mm-hmm.
20 feet forward, so that I'm within 60.
Mhm.
I'm gonna mark. The eye with my Slayer's Prey, and I'm gonna take hopefully an advantage attack because I'm still stealth,
Mhm.
correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'll just do the Slayer's Prey. Yeah, we'll go with that. Okay. So longbow. 20.
Nice.
Does that hit?
These should hit. Let me check. That hits, yes.
Okay. All right. So 6 points of piercing damage plus the Slayer's Prey as extra damage. That'll be 2. And then I will. Yeah. What else will I do? Oh, I get a second attack, Dur.
You have so many attacks. Kill it.
Imagine having multiple
Yeah.
attacks.
17 to hit.
Okay, 17 hits the orc. Hits the Eye of Grumsh.
I'm not rolling very well damage wise. 5 points of
5.
piercing damage.
Okay.
And I am gonna just put my bow away. I'm gonna pull out my 2 short swords, and I'm gonna start using my 20 feet of movement because I've used my bonus action and my action. I'm gonna use my rest of my movement to just make my way over to the marked eye, and that's gonna be my target. And that's gonna be the end of my turn.
Right. Sorry, one sec. Okay, next up is the deer army.
All right. So because the deer also rolls 13, I'm gonna have my owls do a flyby. Just give advantages to someone, and then have the deers charge. Wait. They are how you said 3 of the orcs come closer. How far away are they from the deer?
Yes. 30
okay,
feet.
they can still charge. Sweet. Charge! Ram! And ram attacks. Oh, first one definitely doesn't hit.
That's a miss.
20! 20!
That one
25!
hits.
Nope.
All right, let's start with the ones with the 3 that hit, please.
Hold on, I have 8.
Oh wow, that's what.
Let's see. 1, 2,
Yes,
3,
these natural
4,
ones.
5, 6,
Whoa.
7, 8. Yep. Okay, so 4 of them hits.
So 4
no,
hits,
it's average.
Probably.
It's
4
average.
hits, yes.
Okay. So because they already use charge. Let's see. Straightforward. Okay. First they make a DC 13 for those who hits. The creatures, the orcs, make a DC 13 strength save. First. Yeah.
That's pretty strong.
Mhm.
All right.
I mean, are all 4 like? There's the orcs, right? Are you all targeting?
Oh
just
no,
one orc, or are
all
you
3 of
spreading
them.
out the attacks?
So I would say one.
That's how many saves?
Let's see. DC 13 strings. I'll just post it here.
One.
This. Yep.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Hang on. Don't post anything else. I need to count 1, 2.
Because
3,
4 of them hits.
4 hits.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
So it's 4 strength
Yeah.
saving throws technically, whether it be spread out or
Yeah.
onto one target is the question.
You know what?
Yeah.
I will actually have them attack 2 of them. So focus
So
attack on 2 of
basically,
them.
So
yeah.
2 each. So
Mhm.
2 saving throws
2 each.
for 2.
Yeah.
Right.
For 2.
Right.
Yeah. Okay,
They
gotcha. That makes sense.
Okay. They
Alright,
make their
cool.
saves.
But they still
Okay.
takes the extra damage. I'm just gonna roll for the damage. Damage 4.
So
8, so one of them takes 12, and the other one takes how much? Oops. Okay, the other one takes 17. And also, they also each take 7 plus because, so, hold on. 12 plus 14 equals 26. And
26.
17 plus 14 equals 31.
I love
Yep.
danger animals.
yeah, that's-
Okay, yeah, they basically just run the orcs over.
yeah, those 2
Trample-
orcs get
Annihilated.
annihilated.
Yeah, they are annihilated.
All right, and I haven't.
All right, so that
I
is your
haven't
turn.
done anything else yet. So, for me, I'm
That's your next
gonna
turn.
heal
Yes.
healing word on Angus because he took a lot of hit, and I'm so far away. So yeah, I'm gonna healing word him. Let's see. First, you know what? I'll make a 2nd level healing word. Let's see. 2nd level. Let's let it be good. So 9 points of healing. I hope that's better.
It's better, but it's not
Okay.
enough.
I don't think. It
Oh
will
no,
save
don't
next.
worry about it. I still have something else. So I still have my action. I'm gonna cast Wither and Bloom. That's a Wither Bloom spell. Second level. It's DC 15 Constitution save. So on the okay, so the text describe as this. I'm gonna post the. Hold on. Spell that.
That didn't work.
Yep, this. Okay, you invoke both death and life on a 10-foot radius, centered around there. So each creature must make a Constitution saving throw, or a fail save. Blah blah blah, stuff blah blah blah. And one of the creature of your choice in that area can spend and roll one of the unspent hit dice. So basically, yeah.
Oh, I just want to ask because I actually forgot our ruling on this. Like, are we allowed to use?
Oh yeah. So sorry,
multiple
my
levels
bad.
of
Are we
spells per turn?
allowed to?
Or because like I forgot if we ruled it before because like
Yeah,
you
multiple
know, 'cause
spells.
raw or like
Well, that's my question.
Yeah.
I guess that's a good question to ask. Is that Falcon? Are we allowed to do action and bonus action spells in the same turn, or
Yes, as
Or just
long as you
one.
have the appropriate action. I know what
Okay.
they said. You
Okay.
can only use a level spell and a cantrip.
Yeah.
I think that's
so?
stupid.
Basically, what Rob is trying to do is he's going to Witherling Bloom a couple orcs that
Yeah,
are
and then-
nearby Angus, and then what happens is that he gets to spend a unspent hit dice to regain HP.
Plus my spell.
Yeah, so the
casting
damage is just damage,
bonus
and then
higher,
yeah.
modifier.
Right, the only one near him is the blade, and the blade makes his save.
All right.
So he takes
half of the 5, so it's like
2d6.
2. So it doesn't really matter. But
Oh, that's right. It does increase. What level? are you
second
casting
level.
at? Level 2.
So
or
yeah.
higher? So then it's roll 2d6, Robin, and then. He's
Oh, I
gonna take
already
half of
rolled.
that.
You see the 5.
Oh,
see
you
the 5
did?
there?
Oh, I see. Okay, so
2.
he's gonna take
Yeah.
half of
He
Yeah,
five.
takes
takes
2, but the
2.
point is.
But more importantly is Angus
one
gets to
hit,
roll
unspent
a hit
dice and regain a number of hit points.
Right, so that. Alright,
It's like 1.
9 plus
Yes,
my
9.
spell
So
casting ability modifier is 4, so 13.
So
13.
Okay, yeah, that's
Yeah.
brought him back up. He's not fully healed yet, but he's no
good.
longer on his last legs.
Danger.
Yes. All right.
Yep.
So is that
That's
Belvar's
all
turn?
my. And I'm gonna move away a little bit, so the orcs doesn't,
Right.
charge me and shit. That's it. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, and someone who's
So-
attacking the Eye of the Grooms have advantage later on because my owl,
Yeah.
is helping them. Yep. That's it.
Perfect. That's me. I'm on the eye.
Right. I'm picking something here.
Dun-dun. And I walk away.
That is not nothing. I say that's not what he needs. What are the orcs gonna do? It's interesting. Um. Okay. The orc who's closest to the elk is gonna move up to the elk and swing his greatsword
cool.
at him. Let's see. What is the
Oh,
elk
10.
AC?
It's low. It's damn low.
All right, he hits.
What's the
He
damage?
hits for maxed out damage.
Oh, good.
15
Oh,
points
15?
of damage.
Oh, the elk survives.
Yeah. Oh wow.
The elk
Okay.
have
So the
13
elk survives
because I have the
because
bear
other than
totem.
plus-
15.
Yeah.
No. He's got every elk has 13 plus 11 because
Yep.
of the temp hit points.
Right.
So that would
Right, okay.
be 24 HP for
Yep.
each elk. So he actually does
Alright.
survive.
All right. Yeah. So
I'm
the
getting
elk...
the same feeling I get from playing Warhammer. It's like, oh, I see. I didn't know
Yeah.
you could do that.
Yeah. The orc is just looking like, oh, shit. We need to think. We need another strategy.
These are some beefy elks.
Yes. The other orc is getting ready to move in.
Right.
And the orc Blade of Ilnival shouts something in language you can't understand in Orcish.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other orc is just going to turn around and just start booking it away from
All
you.
right. So advantage, opportunity
Makes
attack.
sense.
No, he's not within
Oh,
range
okay,
of
cool.
anybody.
Got it.
Which
Yeah,
orc
so
is
he
running
He
away?
was like
Is
one
it-
of the. He's
The
one
last
of the
basic
unengaged
orcs. The last
Oh,
of the
one of the
basic
last
bitch
basic.
orcs.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's 2 of them left. So he's booking it away from you as fast as he can. Next is the Eye of Grumsh, who is
Near
gonna take a look at
yeah.
the little fairy who has been peppering him,
Flutter.
and he is going to cast a spell.
Crap.
Okay.
Because remember, they are, and he's going to use Hold Person on you. I need you to make a Wisdom save,
Oh,
Riv.
That's unfortunate.
That's
Oh, this is getting
unfortunate.
real bad. Please.
Oh,
At
I'm
least
16.
Nice.
Nice.
16?
16. All right, it's like I said, it's Hold Person, and you
Sweet.
make it.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, close.
That was really close.
Yes, you are able to keep from being paralyzed.
I just kind of.
Yeah, you feel like the weight of Grumsh just gazing down on you, and you are almost paralyzed with the terror, but you're able to shake it off. You're like, okay, yeah,
Okay. Okay.
just
Spin
psych yourself up. It's just magic. It's nothing special. Wait, magic is special.
I just spin my blades a little bit and go, now you've made me angry.
You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. Yeah.
All right, next up is Yustina.
So I wanna. Can I reach the blade of Ilnaval?
You can.
There's also one basic
Right, I'm
guy
gonna
running
be the
away.
one.
So.
Now the elves can handle him. I think they've shown
The
enough. They've shown more than enough that they can handle him. Yeah, Yustina's gonna go up, and I won't range. I'm gonna use. Actually, I've been wanting to use this for a while since I've swapped over to a shield and one-handed
Nice.
feel right now.
Right.
I'm actually gonna use the angler's hook that we got in our Fey
Ooh,
adventures.
nice.
Oh, that's right. Nice.
Come here.
And it's magical
Yeah.
+1, so I've been
Yeah.
wanting to use that.
Get
for a
over
while,
here.
So, yeah, I come over and I'm gonna
Do the scorpion.
use
Do
it
the scorpion,
since it's
boys.
also a melee weapon.
Get
over here.
There we go.
Oh,
Okay.
see?
All
It
right.
helps.
That's a hit.
Nice.
That's I'm not raging, so it's just 8.
Okay.
And then I have an extra attack. I don't want to rage.
Mhm.
Just for some reason, I kind of want to save it because this looks like kind of like a. Yeah. So that's 12.
Nice.
Woohoo! So that's 20 damage total, and then do I have a bonus action? No, I don't. So since I haven't raged, so that's it.
All right, so he is dragged over to you. I believe it also lets you grapple
Yeah.
him, if I remember right.
Oh, does that have that thing? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
he's now
I-
hooked.
Hooked
Yeah, I
on
hooked
the
him, bring him closer, so
feeling.
he's like out of melee
Dun,
range
dun,
from
dun.
How big is the pull? How much range can I pull him to?
All the
Like,
way?
is it 5 feet or is it like
No,
You can pull
it's
him
up.
20 feet. That's the range of your angler's hook. The whole
Yeah, you
thing about it
pull-
is that you have a 20-foot ranged attack that you can then pull
Yeah.
somebody in.
Yeah, you pull him, you reel
Okay.
him into you.
Yeah, so I say 20 feet, hook, and it's like, get over here, and I pull him, and I grapple him.
All right, he is grappled. All right, Angus, a little angry now that he's lost his Searing Smite, is going to go over and he's going to take a couple swings at the Blade of Ilnaval, and he's going to flank for
Yep.
advantage.
Well, the dude's grappled, so already.
Non-lethal, please.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice. He's angry.
I hope
The
that's a
boy's
non-lethal.
angry.
Yeah.
I hope that's a non-lethal.
All right, minus 10, minus 8. And he is going to use Divine Smite.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
he
he's
mad,
mad.
boy.
He's
mad,
mad.
yo.
Yes.
I don't
Second-
think this
Yep.
guy's coming back. He's coming with us alive.
I think I guess the person we're interrogating is the Eye of Groomshaw.
I'll try and work on keeping him alive,
Yeah.
hopefully. Angus is like, nah, I'm not doing the deal with this shit. I lost a chunk of health.
Yeah.
You bruise
No,
my
he's,
ego, you bitch.
Okay, so it's going to be 3d8 plus an extra.
Oh, he
3,
dead, bitch. He dead,
Shit.
bitch.
D8,
Fuck.
15. That is exactly what was needed to bring
He
him to
dead,
0.
yo.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Angus is going to make it. He's going to make it non-lethal. So having he
Ooh,
swings,
okay.
he inflicts the same damage the same amount of injury onto the blade that the blade did to him, and then like the blade, as the blade like grasps at the sword, Angus just takes his fist, lets go with one hand, makes a fist, and punches him in the
Nice.
face,
Nice.
right enough to just knock him unconscious.
Face meets fist.
All right,
Just slam him in the face.
and for his second attack, he's going to just he is going to take a javelin out and huck it at the Eye of
Ooh,
Grumsh.
nice.
Sure.
Sweet.
I believe. Oh yeah, it's a melee weapon. He can't use that, so he's just going to huck a javelin. That's a 16. That hits for 10. Wait, doesn't? Yeah, he gets
Yep.
advantage,
He,
right?
He does. The Grumsh was, Eye of Grumsh was with someone else, right? Yeah.
the flyby.
With the flyby. Yeah, with the owl.
Yeah.
So,
the thingy,
advantage.
Yeah. So that's for one
Yeah,
attack,
just
right?
for one attack.
Yeah, he
yeah,
makes
so
two.
that, okay.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
Okay. Right, yeah, the Eye of Grumsh is not looking healthy. You got one unconscious orc blade. You got one orc running away for his life, while the other one is going to be killed by deer.
Oh dear.
Thumbs up.
Blade of Il- yep, the Blade of Ilnal is unconscious. Riv, what do you do?
I just kind of like take my blades and almost like just kind of clash them together to make a quick like little spark, and I'm just like, you gotta give me something, buddy. Don't make me poke some holes in that little face of yours.
Just come here, I'll give you something.
All right, spin them around, and imitating Angus, I am going to searing smite my blades,
Nice.
and I'm going to mark him as a favorite foe.
Nice. Rangers.
And I'm gonna just go for a dual wielding 3-strike attack on this
Sweet.
guy.
Alrighty.
Flourish.
All right, so
Flourish thy
let's
blade.
see, it's a Slayer's Strike. Okay, FF Slayer Strike. So this is everything, and this is for the
Nice.
first attack. I only get the FF Slayer Strike for the first. The other ones are just
Okay.
basic bitch attacks.
Basically.
It's
It's a 14.
14 hit?
Well,
Does a 14 hit this guy? Let me check. Yeah, it
nice.
hits him.
It
Yeah.
does. Okay,
Barely, but
Alright.
yes.
and then I'll
So
roll
that's
the
6
searing-
plus 8. That's
Then
16, right?
6 plus 8 plus 2?
uh,
Was that? Okay, so
Yeah,
16.
16.
Yep,
16
total.
total.
okay.
How is he looking?
Yeah. After that, he's looking pretty
Nice.
bad.
Okay, I'm probably gonna just bring in the second strike, and I'm not gonna worry about the Constitution saving throw. Short
Whoops.
sword. Ooh, 11. That misses.
That does not. He blocks that one with his spear.
All right, third time's the charm.
14.
14?
Also
Okay.
hits. 5
For
points.
All
of
5
right.
points of piercing damage.
All right. Yeah. That brings him down. If you want to kill him, you can kill him. If not, you can beat him unconscious.
Riv is gonna kind of glance and go, and just for the last strike, after doing like the shank into the chest, she's gonna just pull her short sword out and then take
Yeah.
the butt of the blade and just backhand him in the face.
Nice.
All right. Yeah, and he just slumps over unconscious. All right. Next is the
All right,
deer's turn.
one basic big orc
I don't
get
know, this
gonna
is gonna
bite the
end.
dust. So yeah, a whole lot of deer attack. 1, 2.
Man, the spirit totem and conjure
Yeah.
animals. Oh my god.
You
That
know what?
was a
Don't even bother making
combination.
those attack rolls. He's dead.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say
Yeah.
the deer
Just
just
trample
surrounded him.
him.
Kill him.
Yeah.
Trust me,
He's
Falcon's
mush.
learning real fast.
Oh, trust me, I am learning. You're right. Damn straight, I'm learning.
He's mush.
Guys, it seems like Eye of Grumsh now has what's this counter spell? Huh?
No.
Not if I
No,
cast
no,
it
I'm
before
looking
the
at
match. No, just kidding.
Or
Yeah.
you fight fire. You fire
also
and
have
also
counter animals. Yeah.
Elves appear on both sides.
The elk army. Yes. All right.
If we are
out
out
of
of combat, I am going to very quickly grab some rope, start tying these guys up.
All right.
Oh,
Yes.
there's one guy that started
Oh,
running.
he's
right?
he
Yeah, he
did.
is running if you
He
want to
did.
let him go.
Oh.
Right?
No, I don't run.
No,
No,
He's
I
not
chase
dead.
him, and I'm just gonna knock him
Oh,
over the
okay.
head.
Wait, I thought I elk,
are you gonna?
destroyed him. Sorry, my bad.
No, you killed
mean,
the. They
no,
were
one
there
of
were
them,
two
one of
orcs.
them,
You killed.
one of
Oh,
them
okay.
did run away.
Yeah,
Yes.
because that one orc didn't like choose to fight. He immediately chose
okay.
to run away. So
If I would have seen that he was running away, could I have taken a shot?
Yeah,
at him,
but I
Falcon?
thought I was gonna
Um,
send the elks at the last dude that was running.
Yeah, you just at the running guy. Yeah, you can send the elks after him, and yes, Riv, you can take a shot at him if you'd like.
All right,
Yeah,
I'll just take
elk.
a shot at him, and if
Oh, if
I
you're
don't
sending
kill
the
him,
Yeah,
elk,
he's
he's
probably
dead.
dead.
He's
Yeah.
done. Okay, then I don't
I
don't
shoot the
follow
ground.
then. I let the
Yeah.
elks finish your last meal, and we'll handle the other.
I
other
just
two.
look at my bow, and then I go, the elks made me
Yeah.
miss.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, let's handle the two.
Bloodhoof, do your work.
All right.
Yeah. You just see Bell just clap
So
his hands as the elks marching away.
Man, the angler's hook is
Yeah.
so fun to use.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
it's a cool item.
Yes. So as the elks run down and gore the last one to death, you now have 2 capture
Nice.
orcs.
All right, first things first. I'm gonna start searching the pockets.
Search everything.
All right.
You do the rope.
The Eye of Grumsh has a pouch with a bunch of spellcasting
Ooh.
components
Not bad.
I'll take it.
Go ahead.
for what look like cleric spells.
Well, components are components, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what about the blade?
Aside from his claymore, he's wearing a suit of chainmail. He does not seem to have anything on him, except what looks like a horse's tail that's tied up into sort of like a good luck
Oh.
charm that he attached to the pommel of his
Right,
sword.
like rabbit foot. Interesting.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, I'll leave that be. First things first. While they're unconscious.
Quick question.
oh.
Should we? Sorry. No, I just wanted to ask, like, get a
Mhm.
consensus of. Do you want to interrogate them here or interrogate them at the wall?
Riv is gonna say, I'm gonna be honest with you, Yustina. We should probably just interrogate
And off
them
them.
here because I'm worried about somebody offing them before we even get to the wall.
Besides,
All right,
we
then,
are
Angus,
gonna off
right?
them, right?
Angus.
We are?
Yeah, we are gonna kill him
Yeah,
eventually.
so just do it.
All
here.
right, and then I kind of just like let them do their thing. I'm not an interrogator.
Yep,
All right.
Angus is going to use 1 point from lay on hands each to quickly bring them around.
Before he
Ooh.
does that, I
Yeah.
would like to cast.
Zone of truth. Nice.
True.
I actually have
Zone
zone
of
of
truth,
truth.
baby.
They have to be awake for that.
No, but he can
Okay,
cast
I'll
it
wait for
Well,
the
they,
beforehand.
said, well,
yeah.
they start their turn for that.
No,
Well,
no,
if
no.
they
The
start their
second,
turn,
Okay.
that'll be fine.
okay, the second that they're awake, I'm just gonna be like
Zone of truth.
very quickly.
Yes. And they are in the zone of truth, and they need to make some charisma saves.
Because they were unconscious, shouldn't they, you know?
No. They have to be conscious.
No, I
It's-
mean
it's
they
fine.
wake
can
up
just
in the
make save
zone, so
normally.
I thought it was a.
Yeah, they wake up and it's okay. All right, they wake up. They are affected. They are aware of the spell, and they are aware of the spell.
Okay.
All right.
They are struggling
Oh,
a bit
I was
against the
gonna make-
bonds.
You know, I was gonna make like a thing like, isn't magic uncommon in Immorta? And
Yeah.
then I realized there's literally one of them that's a spellcaster. Duh. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, they probably know what the spell is. God damn it.
Yeah, they know.
Yeah, Riv's gonna try and. I mean, Riv's gonna be like, "Yeah, you want me to do the talking? I'm not great, but I've got some thoughts."
Yeah, I'm not. I maybe ask them about the army. How big is the army? You know.
Sure, we'll get the simple questions out of the way first. All right, big boy and One Eye, how's it going? How you feeling tonight?
Bill, I haven't some fairy meat tonight, but I'll settle for just spitting in your face.
Ah, yes, the classic. Classic. I just get the big glob on my face.
That's
Oh,
not very
come
nice.
on, man. You could do better than that. Like she's not even unfazed. She may
He's
have.
like, Hey, you're right. Sorry, I'm more of a. I talk more with my fists than I do with my spit. Tell you what, if you untie me, I can give you a free boxing lesson.
We don't need to see that. Besides, you put on quite a show for us from the get-go, right? I mean, your impressive orcish feats really on display today.
That's cute.
Wait.
What do you want to ask?
Well, if you don't want me dragging you over the coals for the next 4 hours, we'll keep it simple. Okay, first off, who sent you? Is this just the classic bag and tag raid kind of deal?
Hey, McPherson just wants us no one discard and fear around your nailers.
I see. And Mr. McPherson, he didn't tell you in person to come down here. Are you that special?
No. We're working under one of his lords.
Oh, really? What's this big chap's name?
Why should I tell you?
Oh, come on. You want to start a rapport. We want to be friends. Don't you think that considering your inevitable situation that you should try and find the best way out?
He's gonna look back at the Eye of Rumption. He's gonna look back at you and say, "If you're gonna just kill us, why not just get it over with? You're not getting anything out of me."
I'm not gonna kill you. Did Belle? Did I say I was gonna kill anyone here?
Well, you didn't say anything.
Look, we both know there's only one.
I just look at you, Belle, and I'm just like, okay, thanks for the assist. I was doing the thing.
Well, you
know,
didn't say you were gonna kill them. So
I'm just like,
yeah.
But you wouldn't say you wouldn't kill them either.
Thank you, Yustina.
You know,
See?
that's what they call moral ambiguity. I think that's right. I think that's what my professor said. Yeah.
Moral
Yeah.
Whatever
Yeah,
he
I
said.
think. I'm not too sure about
I
it.
love how Yustina's like, I'm helping.
Yeah. Oh, life lesson. Nice. And Belle just took out a book, just started
This
writing.
mission is not
Yeah.
Justina's alley. I'm just saying.
Riv is just gonna look back and just be like, look, like you and I both know this is exactly how your night was supposed to go. All right, we'll keep things simple. We'll keep things quick and painless. All right. Do you know where the horde is? Yes or no?
It's just still up north. I'll tell you that.
All right.
Hasn't. It's going to be sitting there sometime tonight.
Oh. Okay, so the horde up north. And he's saying that they're going to be hidden down tonight.
Well, actually, no, that's not. I'm checking. Yeah, as far as he knows, they're coming down
They're
tonight.
coming.
Okay.
Okay.
They'll begin to march tonight, as far as he knows. He says, well, it really depends. They're waiting on the last couple of clans to get there.
Ah, really? Who's showing up late to the party?
He's gonna think for much. I'm not sure. Any number of clans could be.
He's not technically lying, right?
He has no idea.
No idea. I mean,
Yeah.
hypothetically speaking, if you had to pick like a shit tier clan, who would it be?
Probably the Beans.
The Beans.
Beans.
Yeah, Clan Bean. Fucking
Oh,
cannibals.
they're cannibals.
Ah.
Oh shit, that's kind of crazy. Okay.
Hey, well, hold on. I'm kind of curious about this now. These cannibal, the Beans, right? When you say cannibal, you mean that they're eating their own? Like they're eating you guys as well?
It's just, yeah,
Yikes, that's a tough that sounds like a tough deal to have to deal with some assholes like that.
Ask him about the troop composition.
The true
You know,
composition.
what forms what
Oh, okay, yeah.
riders
I mean,
stuff.
like, if this horde is coming down and is obviously going to take us out, like we're going to just get flattened. We're not making it out alive. Should I be expecting to be trampled to death by horses, stabbed by spears, rained in by arrows? Like, what are we talking here?
This is. I'll give you something a little more useful than that, sweetheart. You're looking at about. There's currently about 10,000 of them right now. When I last looked, there were 10,000
Oh
of them.
shit! Oh
Wait.
shit!
Oh
and
yeah.
more are coming every single day.
And
More-
I
I've been
believe
down here for about. I've been down here for about 4 months now. I wonder how big it's gotten. Could be as
Oh,
big as maybe
shit.
50,000 of them.
Wait a minute.
Holy fuck!
Can I make an insight check just to kind of gauge like whether or not he's embellishing because he just doesn't know what the actual numbers are?
Or does he
Yeah.
know how to count?
Okay.
That's what in Bell's
I mean,
mind.
I mean the 10,000.
Make an insight check, yeah.
Because like the
Okay.
thing is, since it's zone 2, technically the 10,000 thing is correct. The thing that's 50,000 is still up to like.
Yeah, 50,000 is
Because
speculation.
he's speculating.
Yes.
He's speculating.
But
Okay.
you're right. If he's been down here for 2 months, he said that more have been arriving every day. It is not within. It is not
Like, it's not
unreasonable to
far-fetched.
expect. It's not unreasonable to expect like
Fucking,
12,000. What's up?
I have just so proper point of scale for an out of character thing. What is the standing army of Immorta?
Oh right, yeah. So that we know he's not, talking his shit. Like,
Because like how
Let's-
common are
I'm thinking.
big numbers? Like, like
Pretty common.
50,
I mean,
like,
Really?
Yeah,
pretty common.
Wow.
I mean, let's assume. Yeah, let's assume, for example.
yeah.
I mean, because it's what you're going to be looking at though is like, it's a similar to the feudal structure that we got that the queen
Yes.
has.
Mhm.
Like
yeah.
it's so there's you're going to have like instead of one colossal army, it's going to be like 100 smaller
Multiple,
armies working
yeah.
together. So let's say like somebody really just pissed off the queen, and she is bringing everything she's got to kick their ass.
Yeah.
And Immorta is a pretty large country. Like it's a pretty populous country. She could easily let's say like she for like an emergency thing like what she's scrambling to put together right now. She's gonna be expecting somewhere around like 50 to 60,000
wow.
guys. showing up.
Just
Showing
out
up
of
to the party.
emergency. Imagine,
Yeah, from from across. It's definitely more than 500,000 if she has the time and she's really pissed and needs to absolutely clobber somebody.
Wow.
Yeah.
She
It's
can bring
just
about
like
500,000.
by comparison, we can be like the horde is a big army. It's not like the biggest army, but the horde seems
But
like
it's a
fairly-
sizable
it's a
threat,
sizable
right?
threat.
It's a colossal. Yeah, 10,000 guys is not something you can just ignore.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So wait. So then, quick question. So with our sort of like army, like right now, like what Hywel is sort of into and the rest of the houses,
Yeah.
what does our
Yeah.
numbers look like relative to the number 10,000 to 50,000?
Currently, you're like I said, for the emergency thing that House Hywel is trying to whip
Yeah.
up, you're looking at maybe like 10,000
So-
guys.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be relatively even. It's
shit.
gonna be
Yeah.
a fair fight essentially.
Relatively. But
Relatively.
but the 10,000 is mostly just there. It's just meant to stop the bleeding until like a more proper response
Yeah.
can be organized.
It's a band-aid.
Because our goal isn't
basically.
to defeat the army.
Yeah.
It's more of just to make sure they don't conquer everything by winter, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, the big problem is that if you fail and they do conquer everything, because then McPherson can definitely sway some more neutral people up to joining him.
Yeah, because
At which point he becomes so thoroughly entrenched, even like the Queen's 500,000 guys may not be able to move him.
Yeah.
And this is, of course, this is not counting the guys out at the Seven Forts. Like, if the dragons decide that they want to escalate around that time, you really have no hope of winning, of kicking McPherson out. He's got his own kingdom at
10,000
that point.
10,000's a banger number, and the fact that he said like more clans are coming.
Yeah, more joining
That's
him.
kind
Yeah.
of.
Yeah. What?
And then-
Okay. Yeah.
Ooh. No, I was just gonna say some guys with 200 people were like, "Let's surprise the horde," and then they call out of the hill. It's like, wait a minute, this is more than hundreds.
It was
Wait.
more like, let's punch in and see if we can kill McPherson on the
Yeah,
spot.
they were trying to do the
oh,
surprise
okay. It
element
was
of
like-
surprise, but
Yeah. Element of surprise. We're not going to wipe out 10,000 guys. We're going to try to kill one guy.
Yeah, it's the one
Wow.
guy that's the problem. I guess Riv is gonna say, speaking of which, what clans are you guys from?
They're gonna look at each other, and he's gonna say, "We're from McDougal."
McDougal.
That sounds familiar.
Huh.
Or is it just like a common name I heard out of
It's
the
probably.
game? McDougal. Have we heard about the clan name?
It's probably because it
beforehand or
sounds so
not?
much like
McDougal?
McDonald's. So, just saying.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I heard
McDougal.
McDougal before.
I've heard-
Yeah,
well-
they're one of McPherson's supporters.
Really?
They've basically
Ah,
flung their full weight behind
Nice.
us.
Right. Okay.
I
Okay.
see.
Riv is just trying to think of any other information that she can kind of grab from these guys, the McDougals. Well, since you are probably set on just giving up and all that, or accepting your fate and all that stuff, if we wanted to send your ashes back home, where would we send them to?
And I'll just send them up to the Grey Mist Bridge. We've been holding that one for a while.
Ah, yes. The Grey Mist Bridge. That location. Interesting. Okay. I kind of just like, I'm trying to think of anything else I can try and glean from them. I don't think they're going to give us too much more.
Yeah, one thing to note though is that even though they're sitting on the ground, they are as tall sitting down as Riv is standing.
Oh,
Probably
yeah,
taller.
exactly. Like, this is like a very
Yeah.
tiny person just doing
Yes.
like the shakedown interrogation.
Yeah, they are. That's why they're treating you with contempt. They know that, they think that your true power is coming from the big and muscular Angus and Yustina.
Okay, that's fair. That is fair. Riv has been treated like that many of her life. Riv is just gonna be like, I'm just gonna have a little parlay with the boys over here. Angus, you mind keeping an eye on these two troublemakers for just a sec?
He nods, but then that's when the blade just looks and says, "Wait a minute, Angus. You can't be."
No.
Oh shit! You got him. You really do have him. Oh, bad Stuart.
Okay,
is gonna
one
flip a
second, one
bit when he
second.
finds out.
Now I'm gonna stab the shit out of him.
Well, there's two of them.
Yeah.
He died
You
laughing.
need to, you know.
Oh yeah, I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
they-
go fucking blade
Yeah,
flurry.
just like yeah, they die laughing.
And then Riv is gonna sheepishly go, okay, that was my bad.
You don't
apologize.
say. Belle just looks
Listen,
just like, why would you tell our captives? Well, I guess.
I'm gonna look at Angus. Look, listen, I'm sorry, man. I fucked up, straight up. I got nothing.
You know I gotta tell
Um,
Uncle Maximilian about this, and it's gonna go off
Don't
on your
tell-
paycheck. You know that, right? Well, sorry, but it's part of my
I
job.
just kind of I pat Angus's back and just like, do we call you by another name, big guy?
He says, he sighs and says, "Well, he spilled a few beans, so I might as well just make a mess on the floor. My full name is Angus McPherson. Yes, that McPherson. He's my dad.
Oh.
It's kind of personal."
No. We all know that.
Ah.
Like,
So,
well, we were briefed. Just that if we can have you by an alias. or
I
stuff.
didn't know.
Yeah, you
You don't know?
I was
Wait, I
briefed.
thought you were close with.
I just point towards like I just always hanged with this guy. We get some couple drinks while we're off duty and all that.
Okay, I think I need to. Okay, and Belle just write down something. Okay.
I guess
That's
Riv is gonna be like, well, is there some? Do you got a code name you'd like us to call you, or?
It just, he thinks for a moment, says, "Well, why don't you call me Andrew?"
Andrew.
Andrew. Okay, Andy.
That works.
Okay, Andrew.
Gonna help you.
But I say to Andrew just really quick, listen, hey Andrew, I gotta ask, this is all very personal for you and all this. Are you sure you're gonna be okay with the end result?
He nods and says, Lord Hywel has some faith in me. He thinks that I'm going to be able to somehow stop the clans from moving south and submit to the Queen. And God knows she needs this power of the orcs behind her. She's going to hold those dragons off. And it's also your kind, Riv. Those red caps are nasty.
Yeah, I kind of because I think Yustina was actually one of the few people. Like, I think the only person here that actually has fought one, right? Has Angus fought one already?
But he fought them as a mercenary before he joined up with you guys.
Yeah, but well, point is, he seems to be like, yeah, those dragons are way more. He looks at sort of like the dead orc bodies, frowning a bit, and just say, they don't compare to what they have so far. Like, if the most basic soldier they have, we fought them, me and the lords, and
Yeah.
we scraped by death's bottom, that's for sure.
This is that be true. But yeah, it is personal. If I can't handle this, part of me is gonna be trapped up north forever, under my father's heel. You know what I'm saying?
Riv kind of nods and goes like, "Yeah, no, I know the feeling about. I know what it feels like to feel trapped. I get it. Anyway, we're gonna get you. We're gonna pull through, big guy, and I promise I won't fuck up again. I'm sorry. Like it's interesting because like Rev's like usual demeanor is very different right now, and it's a lot more sincere. And she kind of just oh sorry, what were you gonna say, Yustina?
No, it's just like it's more of like after we leave.
Yeah, Riv is gonna say, yeah, we better. I mean, if the horde is making their way as of now, we better get to our destination sooner than later.
Aye.
All right.
Can I just describe something for Yustina? Just like as we're going, like she constantly like looks at the two dead orcs and just kind of has this obvious frown on her face. Doesn't really attempt to hide it, and we just go.
All right. Yeah, he looks up at Jesus. Problem, Yustina.
No, just been. I've just been thinking. I wouldn't have wanted to die that way. That's for sure. I rather die with my shield and sword, great axe in hand, than
I hear ya.
binded and bounded like that.
I hear ya. I'd rather die on my feet facing an enemy than die as some captive.
It's like I would have preferred that they just died in battle because I preferred that. Not sure if they would have. So.
I think they would have preferred it too, but they probably just got a little pragmatic, realizing there was, that you're not going to let them go and give them a proper end. They were trying to make the most of it. I mean, they did die on their own terms, at least.
I guess. Well, I guess number one thing is that if ever we get into that type of situation, make sure I'm gonna die on my feet.
Likewise.
Or just don't die.
That's a good option as well.
Like, dying is not good. Well, dying is good for the nature, but not good for your soul or body or whatever. Yeah. Anyway, we should get going. We don't want to, stay here for too long.
Yeah.
Yeah. We dilly-dally, shilly-shallied here for a little too long. We better make our way to Rodri as well.
Right.
Shilly-shally.
Don't worry about it. It was just some lass I met down in you know what? It's maybe if I'm a little bit more drunk, I'll tell you the story.
Yeah. All right, you ride north. I believe you ride north. Meanwhile, in Crownhold, Lord Hywel is looking out, wondering what his operatives are getting up to, even as he observes the streets and towers of the city beginning to crowd with soldiers getting ready for the long march north.
Sheesh.
Also in Crownhold, Finn is doing his duties, sneaking around the Queen's castle, trying to find more information on the various barons, in particular Baron Locke. They need to get her something.
Oh, yeah.
The
Yep.
bitch is going to be taking absolute advantage of this war, and you need to figure out what you can, find out everything you can about her.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, is Isaac, who, in addition to communicating with his girlfriend, is doing everything in his power, with no luck so far, to take up the Reckoners, and is worrying that perhaps by going to war with McPherson, you're playing right into their hands. And that's where we will stop for the night.
Nice. Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
Thank you for putting up with me there at the
No,
start.
it's pretty good.
Oh,
pretty
it's
good.
That's all good. I mean, to be fair, we usually had just keep talking and talking, you know?
If we
Yeah.
were stopped,
Listen,
you know,
Falcon,
we've just
this-
talked the whole way.
This is not the old days where Strahd was
Yeah.
attacking our connection nonstop, and none of us had good
Yeah.
audio, and it was just
Yes. Those were the
That
early
was-
days.
the good old days.
That's behind
Yeah,
us.
it's been a while.
I hope. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
hope so.
yeah, I hope you guys liked Riv. Definitely a different
Nice.
character. I haven't gotten to play this kind of
Yep.
character in a while.
Yeah.
Just kind of very
Yeah.
blunt, kind of a jerk.
Which is good.
Yeah.
Which is
That's
fun.
fine. That's
Yeah.
fine. That is fine.
So next time, next
I'm
week.
gonna have to start same time next week.
Sweet.
I am looking into changing my job and hopefully getting a job that will let me play on a much more regular schedule instead of 2 weeks on, 2
Okay.
weeks off.
Right, fair.
Oh, good.
And also hopefully it'll be a job that pays more.
Yep. Best
that's
of
my
luck.
primary concern.
Definitely.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right.
What else? Anything else that I need to say? Anything else? No, I got
Alright.
nothing. So unless any of y'all have got something to say, we're calling it here.
Oh, I guess I'll just say, just let me know if the schedule changes at all, just because,
Oh,
like,
absolutely. If
Yeah, just-
something
it's just-
changes.
it's just because, like, I'm going through a bit of a transition right now where I'm going from temp part-time to back to
Oh, yeah.
casual,
Yeah,
which is actually
yeah.
kind of a good thing because it means that I probably will be available,
Okay.
you know, for
more regular
most weeks.
schedules.
A more regular schedule. The only problem is that, well, it depends, because with casual, I have to pick up whatever shifts I can get a hold of.
Mm-hmm.
And that might mean that the best shift that I can most consistently get a hold of is the overnight on Saturday, but we'll see.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll
see.
see.
We'll see how it goes.
Hopefully
Yeah.
everything works
Yeah.
out.
Yeah,
Fingers
fingers crossed.
crossed.
But I think it's gonna go pretty
Cool.
well.
Fingers crossed. And thank you, Robin, for showing me the horror of elk. And now
That was. You're welcome. That was good inspiration
I
from
warned
Reddit
you.
as well
I
as
warned you.
Bossman. Yeah.
Yeah,
I know.
so that
Yeah,
you know
well, you
what?
know what?
I
I can-
apologize. I
That's
apologize,
fine.
Falcon. I
That's
was the one who planted that seed in his
I was like,
mind.
Bro, that's
elk
fine. Now
army.
that I've seen how it
Interesting.
works, I can take
Yeah.
advantage of it.
Yeah.
Now that I've seen how it works and what
Yeah.
he's doing, I can figure out a way to take advantage of it. First, I'm very happy that I chose to swap out the orc great axes for the great swords. That gives them much more consistent
Nice.
damage output.
All right.
Yes.
Second, yes. So now that I've seen it, I think I can safely start increasing numbers. So that
We'll see. We'll see.
so that
Yeah.
we can actually counter the orcs. Not the
Yeah.
orcs. So orcs can
Counter
counter
the
your
orcs.
elk at this point.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
I
yeah, it
wanna-
will. I'm excited. I'm very interested in the sort of like
Yeah.
scouting troop that we've assembled. I do
Mm.
find it very funny how it's like we're actually in a lot of scenarios where we need to be persuasive, and we all do not have good persuasion.
Well,
Oh,
McPherson is
no.
really good.
Angus is a paladin.
Angus.
Well,
does.
Angus is good. Angus is good. I don't think
Yeah.
the three of us are charismatic.
That's what I want to play out.
What are you talking about? Yustina is beyond charismatic. What are you talking about?
You know what? Why would I ever doubt?
All right.
Yeah.
Before we go,
Oh,
Falcon,
God,
can you
yeah.
send me a owl sheet, just in case?
Oh right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Also,
just compendium.
wolf and an ape. Because, just because. Yeah,
'Cause
future,
future.
and shit.
Right.
All right, let's see. It's in Belvar's
Mhm.
journal. Mr. Belvar, done. So Owl,
Wolf
now
and
Wolf.
the beast. It's like the action economy. It's like the creature itself is not too powerful, but yeah,
Well,
yeah.
usually, what was the saving grace, and hopefully Robin will be nice, is that he'll at least consistently be summoning the elves, so that we don't have to worry about grabbing new stat blocks every session.
I'm just wondering, like, I just can't wait for seeing like the Eye of Groomsh and then like Bell versus an Eye of Groomsh and they both conjure
Yeah,
animals.
just an army
But
of animals.
But it's not gonna
clashing.
be Eye of Groomsh that'll do that. It'll
Oh.
probably be a Claw of Luthic.
Ooh.
Oh
Yes.
shit!
Yes.
It's time to
Duel.
Duel.
Yep. Oops, you
I
activated
summon-
my
Yeah.
trap card.
I summoned the 8 Elks of the Apocalypse in attack position.
God.
Yeah.
Just go
Yeah.
full ham.
I'm gonna use I'll have to use some of those.
When
I'm-
did Belvar's staff turn into a duel disc?
I'm just- what happened to
Screw
his
the
hair?
rules. Screw the rules, Falcon. I've
Yeah.
Why am I hearing Egyptian music?
Why does he have a pyramid around his neck?
Yeah.
Oh, did I ever tell you about that? Because I'm just thinking of all the conjure animals nonsense.
Yeah.
Is this like there's this really amazing post that somebody sent me, which is the conjure animals druid reaction, and it's got a picture of the DM holding his face, going like, "Oh my god, the action economy is in shambles," and then it's like the druid's reaction, "Hey man, the action economy is in shambles." With like a thumbs up and like a
Nice.
backwards cap. Oh god. Anyway, I better go. I got a couple things.
Actually, here's I found a good meme. I'm gonna link this into
Oh dear.
Discord.
Nice.
I
Yeah.
I just found it. I was trying to find that meme, but I found another one. Here,
Okay.
upload. There we
Nice.
go. After they realized the power of conjure animals.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful.
That is. That's he's just realized that. So, like I said, I'm gonna have to start looking.
It's a concentration
It is.
spell, right?
It is.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
Oh,
all,
okay.
all Falcon has to do is basically get a given orc like a
Yeah,
sniper
or hit
rifle
me. Yeah.
and just like
Yeah.
knock him out.
Yeah, see the video that I posted from the Newgrounds video that I
Yes.
posted to see why that wouldn't work.
Oh god. Anyway,
Yeah.
I better go, but that was a really
Awesome.
good session.
All
right.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm glad
take
you
it
guys
easy.
enjoyed.
Good day.
Take it easy,
All
guys.
right.
Good night.
Good game. Good
Good
night,
night.
everybody.